Hey guys, welcome to the night stream, the nightly stream. All right, there's the sound. Wasn't sure if that. No, it's me, dude. Welcome to the nightly stream. I promised some bombs, so I'll open up with that, okay? Good nightly stream. Let me just go ahead and share this stream. But actually, before everyone jumps in here, we will say some things. All right, okay. So, some of you guys may be wondering why I took the direction I did with my channel. Maybe the direction that I've been going with this community. And the direction, if you've been listening in the Discord, that I've been going with the conversations. And maybe potentially the future of the content that I do. A lot of you guys have seen that I went from kind of just being a hype guy. And, I mean, of course, yeah, we still did reviews. But I went from doing a whole lot of commercial things to a whole lot of anti-commercials, basically. There's actually some pretty good reasons for that, okay? And it's not just from what I saw. It's from what I did, personally. Okay? So, all right. I just want you guys to know that. And we're going to get started here, okay? I've got some confessions to make. Not kind of. Kind of. You'll see. All right. Let's do this. Actually, can somebody type in chat so I can see if this is actually working? I think my chat is broken. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Just want to make sure everybody can hear me. We're loud and clear. We good? Because I'd rather not make a whole production out of this. What the creative? Yeah, I'm not sure how to list this, Rain. Test. This is Taco Chat. We all taco here. Okay, cool. Actually, I think I need to change the YouTube name. Because I think it says I am being creative. And that was a little bit ago. We might actually continue doing that. But, Streams creative? Okay. I'm just going to put Skylent Streams. Sorry. Yeah. Category entertainment. Actually, maybe it should be something else. Is there like vlog or something? People blogs? We're gonna change it to people blogs. Just make sure everything is good to go. I really hope I'm not breaking any rules doing this. Okay, we don't have many people here. That's actually a good thing. Okay? It's actually a good thing. Because I'm not too confident in what I'm about to tell you. Alright, anyways. Okay, here we go, guys. So, you got, okay, if you joined the Discord, you see that I'm talking about a certain website, and we are going to be covering that, actually. We're going to be, later in the stream, we're going to be looking through this website. But a lot of people are probably, you know, even my close followers are probably wondering why I would want to do that. Why would I want to essentially attack another content creator? Why would I want to attack and review another website or something like that? And I've kind of done this in the past, but really kind of just jokingly. You know, I did a video on MMO huts, which has obviously gone down the shitter. You know, I just wanted to talk about, you know, how unfair it was. That they hired some, they probably don't even pay the kid, probably, to do videos, when before they had a very professional, you know, voiceover artist. So, you know, that was a little bit different. This is not so obvious. This one is going to require some digging. This one is also the start of a lot of reviews on my fellow content creators. And this is not because I've been attacked personally, which I maybe not really attacked, but I've had people that I respected, other content creators, tell me that the direction I'm going in is probably a bad idea. However, I've actually only seen more success, and I've actually only been happier, and I've been making more real content than ever. So I completely disagree with what they said. And that's actually not why. I'm doing this because I myself have been a part of some toxicity, okay? And I've maybe hinted at this in some other thing, and you know, other streams and maybe some other videos, where sometimes I'll get a little bit ranty, and maybe some people just kind of turn their brains off when I say it, but I've been a part of, I guess you could say, the machine. Okay. YouTube chat seems to be posting twice. Wait, it might act... Oh, shit. Okay, that's my bad. I actually had my restream on twice. Anyways. Here, let me restart my restream, okay? My bad, friends. My bad. Okay, Okay, restreams back up. Anyways, so before we get into this whole thing where I'm attacking other YouTubers, it's only fair that I reveal my hand in what has happened to me personally. Now, I will tell you right now, on Skylent Games, I have not once taken a promotion. I have only ever taken, like, I've only taken free game keys, and I have not actually reviewed game keys, like, you know, based, like, on money or based on, like, influence, or I've only done games that I kind of wanted to do. Now, if they ended up being kind of boring after the fact, it doesn't matter. Like, I only did it because there was initial hype there, okay? So, that's what happened. So, on my channel, I have been completely open, you know, in the Discord, in the streams. But, however, I have been a part of some other sites. I've been a part of, you know, Free MMO Station, Attack Gaming. Those are the two big ones. Overking. There's been a few others. There's like Video Game Zone or whatever. They changed their name. It was a forum, whatever. I've been a part of a number of sites, and I've had my content used on other sites. But the main ones I'm going to be talking about is Free MMO Station, Attack Gaming. So, this is kind of how I think, this is why I'm kind of biased. Actually, my chat is, I think, broken. Can somebody type? Here, I'll type. Because I want to hear you guys' reactions as I say some things. Because that's going to get me off, I guess. I don't know. Hey, thanks for the follow, dude. Actually, can you guys see follows? I can put it on front. Yeah, Black Wolf, dude. Thanks for the follow, my man. Okay. Thanks for the follow, my dude. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, chat's good. We good with chat. All right. Taco. So, I'm looking at these different websites, okay? And I've already made a few videos on, like, you know, some different things like MMOs.com, you know, MMO huts, or just MMORPG.com, and just why they use MMO in the names, even though mostly they don't talk about MMOs. Okay, we've talked about that. That's all sort of meta. This is really where I get to talking about individual sites and the individual potentially shady things that they do to kind of work around the consumer. Okay, and this is why I'm a different YouTuber than everyone else. And I'm really surprised that there's not more people like me, because there's actually a lot of people that were like me that did freelance for these sites, but I guess they didn't take it very seriously because they didn't realize it. Okay, so let's just get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly happened? Okay, so recently you've noticed that I've been cross-posting a lot of Attack Gaming stuff on my channel. Attack Gaming is a dead YouTube. They're dead YouTube. The channel is completely dead, okay? So is MMO Attack. The YouTube channel, completely dead. I don't know what happened, but for some reason, MMO Attack all of a sudden lost all their advertisements. I'm not sure why, because at that point in time, YouTube allowed for people like me, we don't get really strikes anymore. We're kind of protected. So I don't really know what they did, and that seemed kind of shady to me. But anyways, I did notice that whenever I would do certain videos, certain very specific, and okay, it's really hard to show evidence, but it's going to be pretty obvious if you look at the view counts. Okay, so I did a video, and you can search it yourself right here on stream if you want to, guys. I did a video on a game called Monkey King Online, and essentially this is just a Chinese clone game. It was literally just like any other Chinese game out there, and in this video I just happened to just not shit on it, even though I almost always do. I was actually asked, hey, could you just not shit on this one? You know, maybe change it up a little bit. Generally, Attack Gaming and Free MMO Station did let me kind of speak my mind, okay? But anyways, if you see that video and you see the view count, isn't that view count kind of suspicious for basically a copy-paste game? I can kind of excuse sometimes, because sometimes the thumbnails of these copy-pasted games would be overly sexual, and at least over at Free MMO Station and at Attack Gaming, I did gain a reputation for shitting on games, which is pretty cool, guys. It is really cool that I got that reputation for shitting on games. However, even though I was allowed to do that most of the time, sometimes some shady stuff still went on behind my back, I think. So yeah, you know, me as a person, I never tried to do anything shady. I really didn't. However, I was always a freelancer, you know what I'm saying? So I was never behind the scenes. I was never the one to actually get those deals or anything. So it was always very weird when I would get an email and it would say, Yeah, you can post the link. It would be like, hey, Skylent, could you just not, you know, shit on this game? Could you just really give it a chance? Actually, you know, I know we're only paying you $10 right now, which at the time it was $10 or whatever. I know we're only paying you $10, but could you spend a couple hours in this game and then spend a couple hours actually doing a video? You know, make a good video, as if I didn't make good videos on the regular. And I'd be like, well, I like money, so I guess I'll do what you're saying. Because at the time, I thought it was maybe I was being too harsh on these kind of games. You know, maybe I needed to improve my craft. But it became really suspect when over the years, you know, I've been doing it for 5 years. Over the years, I've gotten good, okay? I've gotten good at what I do. I've gotten good at talking, and the videos themselves are decent, okay? As good as a first impression review is going to get, aside from something like Lazy Peon, which takes all day, okay? So for $10, dude, they were getting some really good content, and I knew it. I knew it the fact whenever I was getting paid to do commercials, right? It's like, hey, dude, you got a cool voice. And I was like, all right, at this point, I know I'm not a bad video editor and content creator. Okay, so why am I constantly being suggested to say certain things, to do certain things? And here's the big thing, guys. Okay, are you ready for this? That wasn't actually the bomb. That wasn't the bomb. One, certain videos where I didn't shit on the game, where I just kind of was neutral and just kind of explained the game and just kind of showed it off because I was suggested to do that. Those videos, even though they're obviously not great games, though at the time, you know, I was still getting into the genre. I didn't quite know. Do you see the view count? Isn't that kind of insane? The view count that is? There's actually a lot of videos like that where the view count is just insane. Like, it's almost obviously view-botted. Now, I'm not saying Attack Gaming did that. I'm actually saying that the video game developer or publisher is the one that did that. I don't think Attack Gaming did that. I think that the view-botting would be coming from the company. Of course, I have no proof either other way, but it is extremely suspect. You know what I'm saying? 120,000 views. Some of our top 10s, which, dude, they're fucking top 10s, right? Didn't even crack, you know, near that. So, it's really surprising. Okay, so, next up. Now, again, remember how I said Attack Gaming let me shit on games? And they, you know, Free MMO Station, Attack Gaming would just kind of suggest things because obviously I'm a good content creator, obviously, right? Okay, so here's the next big thing. If I did shit on a game, okay, if I did completely wreck a game, hold on, let me read chat. So do you think that Reddit page did that with that site that you're questioning? I'm thinking that similar things are going to be, you know, themes are going to be connecting here, okay? All right, so here we go. The next big bomb here is that, okay, Attack Gaming let me shit on games sometimes. Free MMO Station let me shit on games. Free MMO Station was really hesitant about letting me continue to actually give any sort of negative repercussions to games. Because the thing with Free MMO Station is that a lot of their money comes, obviously, from paid deals and stuff. So, let's say I gave a bad review to Terra or something, then we would just simply not be getting hundreds of dollars from Terra. And yes, I had been paid hundreds of dollars from NMAS, or the marketing teams that work with NMAS, so that I could create promotional material for Terra. Actually, in fact, I worked with MMOHuts.com. I worked with Force Strategy Gaming. Not really worked with them, but we played together because we were all part of the same marketing promotion. Okay. But you know what the thing is that this is seriously what happened. Force Strategy Gaming's video wasn't to their standards, and so he was forced to remove it. Okay, so if Force wants to come in here and be like, "Yep, I uploaded it early without sending it to them. They didn't like the video. I had to take it down," and I don't think it's on his channel anymore. I don't know if he was allowed to re-upload it or if he just re-uploaded it regardless of the repercussions. But all I know is it was up and then it was down, and I haven't seen it. So yeah, there was stipulations to that Terra video. We had to show and not talk about certain things. For one, I was not allowed to talk about, any other MMO, and yet that's my style. You know that's my style. I literally compare and contrast everything. That's what I do. I think that's how you really do reviews. But in that video, I wasn't allowed to. So I think it would have actually promoted Terra a lot because the content I was doing there was, it was similar to World of Warcraft endgame rating. A lot of people didn't know at the time Terra was an endgame type of, you know, video game. It had really good rating. And I wanted to say that a lot, but I really couldn't. But at the same time, I guess very easily I could have been like, it's not as good as World of Warcraft rating, or, you know, anyways, there was a lot of stipulations on and stuff like that. Couldn't say anything negative, and I couldn't compare and contrast, and there was just like a whole page of things I could not actually say. Okay, so, again, that's actually not the biggest bomb. That's just with those companies. Now let's talk about these websites. And these are going to be the websites that I'm going to be reviewing, that I'm going to be talking about, that I'm going to be, and some people are going to say attacking. And that's going to suck, and we're going to get a lot of dislikes, and, you know, it might actually kill the channel. Who fucking knows? But you know what? When I decided to actually start doing real reviews, I said the same thing. I was like, Black Desert. I'm going to really review it. If I die, I die, but I'm really going to tell you what I actually think about Black Desert. In the end, yeah, we got a fair response. It got a fair amount of views, not worthwhile enough, but we got a fair amount of views. We got a fair like-dislike ratio, you know, for the hardcoreness of that game, and it worked out. So I think in the end, this is something that needs to happen because nobody else is doing it. So here we go. Have I tried to aim for IGN or GameSpot? Yes, I did. However, I chickened out, actually. I was told by a fellow YouTuber that I should not actually continue doing what I was doing. I did an initial video on IGN, which was just a lot of speculation, and then I could have followed up a video and literally just torn that review to shreds. It was the Horizon Zero Dawn review. Turns out every single thing that I speculated that the review didn't cover was actually an issue in the game. Okay, seriously, it wasn't a real review. However, I think the general consensus was that most people actually know IGN reviews. The videos, they're not really full reviews. They're really commercials for their website, and they mostly get money from their website. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's kind of an aside. Really a big thing here, guys. And I keep kind of sidestepping it because there's more kind of in between it. But here's a big bomb, okay? Sometimes on these sites, guys, when I would tear a game to shreds, and I mean, I spent the time to review it, and I think it was genuinely a cash grab game. I genuinely didn't enjoy it, and it seriously had, you know, it mirrored a lot of shit from like just cash grab games, you know, copy pasted shit like that, mobile games, browser games. Yet I would upload those videos not to the website because I didn't have access. I would upload them to, you know, whoever the Google Drive or whatever. Or I would use WeTransfer to an email. I would upload the videos, and I would wait days. I would wait weeks, and I'd wait, you know, like, I would check every single day, and that video would never, ever go up. And I told you guys, I read every single comment. I read every single comment on every video, even not on my own channels, or even on my own videos. But I want to see that video go up, and I want to see the comments, and I want to actually interact with that. But those videos would never go up, and I noticed that shit. Yet what is very strange, guys, is that they would pay me for the videos. They would pay me for the time. But why wouldn't they upload it? They would never tell me it was a bad video. They would never say that, oh, you need to do this, do that. They would just pay me. Why was that? Why would they do that? Can you imagine why they would do that? Why they would not upload a negative review on a game and still pay the reviewer? I mean, it's freelance. They don't have to. They could just say the video was bad and I should redo it because I'm a bad reviewer. So what happened, guys? What do you think? I think we're all thinking the same thing. So, if you guys don't know, Attack Gaming is actually owned... It's kind of a side project, really. It was the side project of somebody who worked at a marketing firm for mobile games, it seemed, especially. But I don't think it was outside their realm to do browser games and to do just games, period. That's what they focused on. So, yeah. Not directly, you know, publicly linked, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, so that's one of those bombs, or maybe lots of bombs. I don't know. A lot of shady stuff kind of happened there. Yeah. I don't know. If you guys want to start asking questions and things, like maybe if you've ever had any suspicions about journalism, you know, let me know. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, and while you guys are thinking of questions, I'll just kind of, again, reveal why I'm revealing this. So, I want to attack other people like me. I want to attack other content creators. Currently, I'm doing a review on MMO Byte. They're actually, you know, I'm just going to spoil it here, but it's going to be a very positive review. I really enjoy them. But I have down my list a couple of people who I am extremely suspect of. I need to do research, you know. Fever actually told me that if I'm gonna do stuff like this, you know, well, one, I shouldn't do it, But 2, I need more facts. So, yeah, I'm going to get a lot more facts. Yeah. I'm going to get a lot more facts. And I think, you know, if I'm going to be reviewing games, a big thing here, guys, is maybe you don't know, is that these game companies work hand in hand with these websites. You know, they literally, like, will make games around some of these websites. That sounds ridiculous, but it's real. Like, that really happens. In fact, I wouldn't go as far. Like, I would actually say that some websites maybe are actually entirely made just to show off games. And in fact, I mentioned that a long time ago. It seemed very suspect. But I mean, we'll get into that. We'll talk about the connection of games, of publishers, marketing teams, the journalistic sites, and then the individual reviewers, okay? We got a whole lot of layers to talk about. And then today, we're going to start the stream by actually targeting a specific site and then seeing if it's worthwhile. Now, if you think this is the wrong direction to go in, I'm sorry to tell you, but the snowball's starting to run down the hill. But yeah, let me read the chat and see what you guys are saying. Okay, so where should we watch you, Twitch or YouTube? At this point in time, since I'm not playing a particular game, YouTube. But if I am playing a very particular game, Twitch would allow me to snowball and get a lot more views and maybe gain more of an audience. On YouTube, I make no money, but you should really watch where you want to watch, okay? You guys, you donate, you sponsor me through Patreon, so I have no need to care about YouTube money. I have no need to worry about, you know, Twitch partnership and stuff like that to just stream on Twitch. I don't care. It's all about the consumer. It's all about you. So you do what you want, whatever chat or whatever you like best. Well, one of the most YouTubers I like is Angry Joe. He's pretty cool. I mean, I think his skits are silly, but he's definitely a character. I like him. You have a bot that posts both. Yes, I do. I remember you said that your voice is on this channel is not your daily life voice. No, I don't remember ever saying that. I'm not sure. I think actually 2 streams ago we talked about the range of my voice. And if you actually just watch a few videos, you'll see that my voice is really all over the place. But that's just me. My everyday voice is just random and silly, and it's like a reverse monotone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's start with MMO huts. Oh yeah, I kind of did a video on MMO huts, but it wasn't a full review. But maybe we could do MMO huts, but that's a really easy target. You know what I'm saying? That's like Leafy picking on kids easy. Oh, burn. What's up, Tokyo Party? Yo, what up, fam? What up, guys? Sorry, I'm reading through the chat before we get on more with this this weird podcast stream. Will you earn money if we watch on YouTube? If you watch my videos, if you watch my top 10s specifically, since those aren't so controversial, I will earn money. But I don't earn anywhere near what I used to because I am controversial, okay? It's just what YouTube has been doing. Now, that might change, but either way, I'm done with the whole commercial thing. So, yeah, basically, guys, if you want to watch streams, Twitch might be a better place for me personally and professionally. Skylent, when will you be unemployed YouTube peasant? I don't know, man. What are we playing today? We are maybe doing probably nothing very serious. It might actually be like Black Desert Grinding later tonight, but right now we're doing something a bit serious. I work so hard. LOL, then you should have made a ton of money because of me, JVS. Thanks, dude. All right, so I got through the chat. Okay. So, okay, we talked about how game companies will probably actually viewbot certain YouTube videos. Oh, guys, I actually didn't mention this. I might show this email, if I can find this email, but I literally got an email. You know how I started doing videos on IO games, and I had a big top 10 IO games? Well, I got a lot of emails from IO game developers, and a lot of them are really fucking nice, okay? Like the guy from Brutal.io, really freaking cool. And he's just like, yeah, Brutal.io, here's the game. Yeah, there it is. And a lot of them will be like, yeah, we'll feature your YouTube channel on our site, obviously. You know, that's a cool thing to do. We both get coverage. But one in particular email was extremely shady. He was hint, nudging, hey, look at this small YouTuber who suddenly has all these views on this IO game. Hint, wink. If you read the email, you would know too. I have the email, and if I need to compile it and you know, show it off, which I'm assuming a lot of people are probably going to want, then I fucking will, okay? But yes, I get emails like that. I get emails for people essentially saying that if I do a video on this game, it's going to get a lot of views. And there's no historical context for them saying that. There's no analytics. It's just, yeah, we have no way to prove it, but absolutely you will. I mean, this, you know, and they might show some other very small YouTuber that took the deal and did get a lot of views magically out of nowhere. Yeah, show it. I would have to run through my emails, and I get a lot of these a day, but I will. I'll show it if you guys need it. If you guys need it. So that's one thing that happens a lot. And see, here's the thing, guys. Especially at Free MMO Station, we went through a lot of partners, right? We went through a lot of partners. But there is one in particular who did a lot of, I don't know if I should name drop, but he did a lot of videos on some really shady stuff that I don't know if I agree with. So he does a lot of browser games, and he does a lot of Eastern games. And there's nothing wrong with doing Eastern games. There's a lot of MMO content creators that specifically will play those Eastern games. I think Cry with 2 Ys is one of them. And he gets a lot of views. But the shady thing about this other person that I'm talking about is that he would do these games that were not really popular. Like, I'm not really sure how he's getting all these views. And at the same time, even if he was, I mean, he was getting more views than usual, but still, was it really worth it? And he didn't sound like he was having fun. It wasn't really a fun video to watch, or these videos, this series of videos. And yet, he just kept doing them. And it was really counterintuitive, because there was some other innovative stuff that that person was doing at the time. Like, why weren't you covering the other Eastern MMOs that are obviously much bigger? And I got, around the time he started doing these videos, I actually got an email for a paid promotion for the game he was playing. So I'm pretty sure that this person was doing content that's paid to be promoted without actually saying it. And I'm pretty sure this happens all over the place, dude. I think it happens all over the place. Do you remember the YouTuber's name? I'll look it up and see if I can find the video. I don't know how much I want to name drop in this video, because I'm being pretty savage already. We already have the first comment saying, "Relax, man, you sound stressed." Which I'm not, by the way, guys. No, really, I'm not stressed, man. I'm sitting here about to play some Black Desert, but we are going to be doing some things that are a little bit controversial. Isn't that the adult world? Maybe. I'm trying to think of some other things. Here, I'll look it up. I'll look this person up. It turns out that this person is like, hold on. Yeah, see, now I'm really freaking confused. Now, I don't know why, but this person's whole channel has just turned into this one game. So I don't know if he is seriously just doing this to be... Here, I'll link it. I'll link it to you guys, because, you know, if we're gonna drop names, then let's fucking do it, dude. Now, again, he was kind of a coworker at a time. Here, I'm linking it in the chat, because you guys asked for it. You guys want that Savage Sky, so fuck it, let's do it. Now, if I'm wrong about this, I would like to know. In before banned. Here we go. All right. So maybe some of you guys would actually have seen this person. I hope I'm not banned for not doing creative. Actually, should I just pull up like... Should I pull up like some drawing thing? Here, let me pull up Piskel. Let me pull up Piskel so that I'm not like in trouble with Twitch or something. Okay. All right, so there's another name drop today, guys. As you can see, now this person worked with Free MMO Station, okay? This guy worked with Free MMO Station. He did a couple of first impressions, but okay, this is what this is what happened, guys. Okay, this is another shady thing, probably by Free MMO Station. Okay, you ready for this? Are you guys, you got your pants on? All right. So when I made it very vocal that I would not really change my style once I realized I was good at doing what I was doing, I was like, you know, I don't want to review these games. I don't want to do this. If the only way I'm going to do these games is if I'm allowed to just completely and wholly shit on them. Now, but so what happened was Free MMO Station then started getting new freelancers. So he made me do the big games because obviously I'm fucking awesome. But then he got these lesser known people to do, you know, the browser games. The browser games, basically. The Chinese copycat browser games. Which there are so many, dude. There's so many that I turned down. But people like Science Storm You know, they're like, okay, let's do that. Let's do these Chinese copycat games. And if you watch the videos, he basically never bashes the games. He never does. So that was Free MMO Station, but Skylent Storm seemed to have taken that same mentality and brought it to his channel, which is really tragic to me because he obviously has access to Eastern games. And if you look at his views, he actually got a lot of views based on looking at some Eastern MMOs. I'm sure he could keep going, like, you know, with the new expansion of Black Desert Online, he could, you know, pop into that server, you know, cover it. I choose not to, because ping and stuff, and I like playing games competitively. But, you know, he could do that, but instead he chooses to do this game. Now, okay, in his defense, maybe he fucking loves, maybe this is the best browser game ever. And I actually have heard some of you guys in the community say it's pretty alright. But to sacrifice your career, in my opinion, for this game is very surprising. Is very surprising. No, Nash, I know somebody was going to say something about the ego. Well, the new character, you know, the Zeppelins, you know, all that for Black Desert Online. Yeah, all that stuff. So, if you look, he actually got some decent views with some other games. Oh my god, he's just been... You see, why all of a sudden did he just spam Naruto? Why is he just spamming this very specific game? When he could clearly... Like, yeah, I see, he did Black Desert Online. He got just as many views. Well, why would he do anything else? Why wouldn't he continue doing, you know, a well-rounded channel? Because he has an MMO news thing. So he obviously cares about MMOs as a whole. So why is he just focusing on Naruto? Are you showing your screen, Skylent? I'm only seeing the Skylent stream on. No, I'm not right now. I need to. Well, I mean, hold on. Hold on. I actually pulled this up in the wrong browser. We're gonna get there, guys. We're getting there. Hold on. I gotta pull up piskelApp.com so I don't get in trouble for not doing creative, because kind of what we're doing is something outside the ordinary, frankly. Okay, so let me show my screen here. Does this work? I have no idea why this is broken, but okay. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. I like talking directly to you instead of just talking at you. If you have any, you know, if you need me to show proof of things, you know, absolutely tell me, and I will do my best. I don't know. Okay, what the fuck? I don't know why that's just not working. Gameplay display. Okay, here we go. I think an MMO similar to Naruto, which, well, I mean, that's kind of similar to, like, you know, Blade and Soul, but yeah, you know, something like Naruto, totally cell shaded would be cool. Yeah, maybe he's only reviewing games part time. Still, it's just kind of weird that you see how much time he's spending on this one particular game. It's very intense, and this guy, Skylent Storm, used to do a plethora of MMOs. As you can see, he actually still is continuing doing his, I think, weekly MMO news thing. But yeah, that's just one thing that's, you know, like, I think that sucks. You know, he's got 16,000 subscribers, probably from, you know, Free MMO Station. You know, not that long ago, a couple months ago, I had less than 16,000 subscribers. So it's just really out of nowhere. How did you make Piskel bigger? I don't know. Isn't this not the I think this is the default size, maybe. Lineage is pretty fucking big in China. So, oh wait, hold on. I gotta make sure I'm not on. Okay, we're good. I saw Warframe and stuff, but compared to Naruto, those views are lower than he had. Now, he did get a lot of views from this Naruto. I mean, not a lot, really. It's like, it's okay, right? It's like, okay. But he could be doing a number of different things, but he is choosing to do Naruto, which is very weird to me. So in my opinion, I think... Actually, I need to double check, actually. And see if he is getting paid, like, if he says it's sponsored or not. So let's do that. Either way, if he's public about being paid or not, he's making, I think, in my opinion, well, a lot of people are going to say I make a bad decision, but... So it does say partnership? That's good. Where does it say the partnership? It's not on every video. Want to donate? Patreon, like Destiny, music providers. Does he say it? Where does he say it? Naruto online partnership. Rush road to events training. Who do you think is more successful as a YouTuber? The one who focused on one game or like a person like you reviewing multiple games? Multiple games. That's historically proven. As a streamer, though, most of the time it's one game. But people who play multiple games on YouTube are the ones who are successful. Yeah. Found it odd that he was doing only Naruto. There are so many of those videos. Okay, so he might be really into the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But did somebody say that he was partnered and sponsored? Because I'm looking at the video right now, and are my eyeballs missing it? Because in this particular one, he doesn't say it.
I want to make a quick video for this. This is going to be me basically getting my
hold on.
special outfit. Now, what you initially had to do, because there was confusion over this, and it was a little bit weird. Now, I got mine late compared to everybody else. I guess it was because of the time difference, but I just got it.
So I don't know why, but it doesn't seem like it's every video. Every video I have personally ever clicked on, I have never seen or heard him say he was sponsored. So this is one thing that I want to talk about here. Am I going to do a For Honor stream? Absolutely, come the 16th, I think, when the new update. So this is another thing. So sometimes I would be approached and there would be a sponsored deal, or maybe I wouldn't be a part of it, but I would know of it and I would make the video for it. But like sometimes it would be a sponsorship for multiple videos, but it would be vague. You know, like it's not like, okay, you're doing one specific video and it's just for promotional purposes, and you're just going to show this content. You can say whatever you want, but just have fun, you know? It wasn't like that. It was more vague. And I'm starting to think that maybe what he has okay, so in the name it states it's sponsored. So I think what's happening to this content creator is something that happens similarly to a lot of other content creators. Naruto partnership push through is, I think that maybe they are so scared of not being sponsored again. Or maybe the sponsor stuff is so vague that basically they kind of force themselves into a nook and they can't do anything else. They can't say anything else, and they're basically afraid because then they won't get paid. Now, he might like that style of game, but also I will say, you know, there have been paid promotions for all of those games. Those kind of games make their money based on commercials, the promotions, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the Facebook ads for those kind of games. That's what they do. And I have been approached multiple times, even on my LinkedIn, guys, on my LinkedIn, and I can show you those too, of these obvious Chinese copycat games that really want to break into the American audience and need people like me, like Scion Storm, to do these kind of videos. So, yeah. So, I mean, now whether or not he's completely, like, wholly, innocent or whatever, I don't know that. But what I do know is that he's forcing himself into a single, niche that maybe doesn't deserve his attention, because he did get some fame from Free MMO Station. He got some experience there. I feel like he could really branch out and do more, but he's either being kind of nefarious or he is naive. And this is kind of his source of income right now, and they're paying him money, which in the end is what's happening with Free MMO Station. Free MMO Station's afraid to, or just all these big companies are afraid to give negative reviews. And I think this is almost common knowledge now, to where it's actually like, it's really sad. Like, we know it, but we don't care, kind of. But a lot of reviews like IGN, stuff, places like that, they have admitted, particular reviewers, and if I have to find those fucking articles, I will, but they've admitted that it's very scary to go against the grain, and it can cost them money. Maybe he's the new type of player who see an ad with the Naruto logo start to play. Like I said, Scion Storm is not a new YouTuber, kind of. He actually worked with Free MMO Station. I mean, he's newer than me, but, obviously has 16,000 subscribers. That might be small to some people, but seriously, guys, just a few months ago, I had 16,000 subscribers, because I didn't upload to YouTube, right? But no, some stuff he gets thousands of views. So Scion Storm has potential to grow, and whatever he's doing, I feel like his decisions are maybe made behind the scenes. Or maybe really, really just fucking loves Naruto and just doesn't care about YouTube or the money or anything, but that just seems counterintuitive because he worked with Free MMO Station as a freelancer, so I know that, you know, at least on some professional, you know, level, he kind of wants to do this. So that's one example of a lot of new players doing that. It's IO games, it's browser games, it's mobile game. Oh my god, it's mobile games, guys. Mobile and browser games, guys. They're the ones that are attacking smaller YouTubers and kind of making them latch on into, you know, these niches. Could try to reach out to Skylent Storm and check in on him. Maybe talk things out and figure out what's going on. Maybe, probably. I actually want to do that because I did work with him on Free MMO Station, and some people like his voice, some people don't. He's very, you know, opposite to me, so I don't think I'll collaborate with him, but I would like to talk to him and maybe, you know, I don't know, help him out. It's kind of hard to say that though, Fudge, because obviously I'm like such a counter to every fucking YouTuber, so I don't know if my decisions would actually help him. So that's why I never did that. My thoughts on MMO Byte? Oh no, yeah, I think I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were here on the stream, but I liked MMO Byte. They play lots of different kind of games. Normally I would, like, I saw the very first video I saw of them was them playing some cheesy game, but it turns out that they play lots of different games. So they just play all sorts of MMOs, you know? But see, that's the difference. MMO Byte seems very counter to Skylent Storm. Though MMO Byte, they don't really do reviews. Now, we should check. Should we check? Let's see if they actually do reviews. Now, I really like MMO Byte, and I already said I'm going to do a review on their channel, and it's already going to be positive. So I would really hate to be proven wrong here. But let's see. We can check out some MMO Byte because I do like them a lot. In fact, I would totally play with them. So they're growing pretty good. They're going pretty good. I think at a faster rate than me at the moment. One thing that I can say is that they're overwhelmingly positive. Oh, hold on. Let me catch up to the chat, guys. Hold on. Well, if he enjoys it and he's getting paid for it, I don't see the problem. He still drops other content and does other videos with other networks for his money. So this coming from his channel, I don't care. IDK. Maybe. But, you know, he could do more. Actually, have you ever heard of Mountain Blade Pixelated Apollo Plays the Game? Yeah, I actually own Mountain Blade. Total Biscuit's cool? Yeah, he is. What happened to Attack Gaming? We already talked about that. Wait, kind of? Did we? Anyways, seemed childish. Attack Gaming completely died out. He explained it earlier. Yeah. Very kid-like. Okay, so MMO Byte. Here's my one criticism on them. And this is going to be why I do my channel the way I do. Mainly. This is a big thing. If you look at any other content creator, you know, Skylent Storm obviously has... You know, there's some reasons why he does what he does. You know, there's speculation. But there's MMO Byte, who apparently... Look at this. Ashes of Creation, why I'm excited for it. Do you see this? Why I'm excited for it. Again, I'm going to review this channel, and it's going to be mostly positive. But my criticism of these guys is that another obscure MMO you've never heard of... Now, this is what a superhero... Oh, well, actually, DC Universe is pretty fucking cool. But as you can see, everything they do is... overwhelmingly positive, okay? So that's MMO Byte. I feel really bad about calling them out because they're friends. Like, I think, kind of. We leave comments on each other's videos, and I actually watch their videos. You know what I'm saying? But in this space of people like me, you know, MMO YouTubers and stuff like that, who really does reviews? Now, again, maybe they don't claim to do reviews, so I'm gonna type in review and see if they do a review. And even if they do one review, are they a review channel? You know, exactly. So in the end, my review of MMO Byte is they're positive, they're good. But to me personally, what I want to see in the world is I actually want to see a bit more negativity, because that's what the real world really is. There's a lot of negativity, and it's never going to get cleared up if you never talk about it. So they do first impressions, but really they don't do reviews. They just kind of play and they have fun. Now, I do like them because it's two people. I think a husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. They play, they have fun. I like them, okay? I will say that again and again. No, it's male or female. However, let's go do this. Now, Fever, I considered a friend as well. So we're going to go to Fever. Fever is actually kind of like a senpai, sort of. And here's another issue I have with the videos. And he's actually made it vocal that he doesn't like my approach either. So we've had some back and forth. And it seems that really we're going to go into different avenues. But I would love to know what you guys think of Fever first before I say what I have to say. You know, I read through your chat. You want to see a full-on honesty when I look up a game? I see what you're saying, yeah. Okay, I read up all the chat. Fever's awesome. Repels. Have I played? I've probably played Refels. Fever rules. All right, so now a lot of you guys, I really hope you don't just like hate me or whatever, but me and Fever, even though we've had back and forth, and I would probably consider him probably the most friendly YouTuber that I've personally met in my genre. You know, Lazy Peon was actually really nice to me too, but Fever, the thing is that Fever and probably Cry, we'll look at Cry later too. You know, this stream is actually a horrible idea, but whatever. Fever, if you notice here, guys, it's all positivity. Lazy Pigeon, he's not always positive. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Lazy Peon does pros and cons, and sometimes his videos actually do call out games. So that's why I'm not really talking about Lazy Peon. I think there's other reasons that are shady that Lazy Peon's popular, but I don't think it's actually to Lazy Peon's fault. I think he's very fucking smart, and he's very analytical, and he's totally playing the YouTube algorithm. But see, that's the thing though, at the same time, is it's not totally his control. And at the same time, it's not always these people's control, like what content they make. But right now, guys, you know what sells? Hype sells. And actually, I found it very suspect whenever I made multiple videos. Listen to me, guys. I made multiple videos talking about hype and how promoting content is bad for the MMO community. And Fever, that's when Fever started messaging me. That's when Fever started commenting on my videos like that. He said, whoa, man, maybe you shouldn't do this kind of content. And the next day, turns out, you know, okay, so the video I said, why is everyone getting sponsored by Albion and not me? And I started, you know, going off on that, which was kind of ranty, I guess. And turns out the next day, Fever was actually part of that crew of sponsored YouTubers. In fact, I don't know any other MMO YouTuber that wasn't sponsored by Albion at the time. Maybe MMO Bytes. But yeah, so Fever does the What's Good series, okay? And he's overwhelmingly positive with most of his things. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, again, I want to reiterate, there's nothing wrong with that, kind of. Except, I feel like if we're going to have people like this, then you know what the world needs? You know what the world needs? The world needs a Dark Knight. The world needs a villain. This community that we have, it needs someone to be negative. It needs someone to be harsh, to be critical, to actually be critical and actually do reviews. So I think that what Fever does, I'm not going to say is horrible, but he is like you guys probably actually thought of him as a reviewer. In fact, guys, actually, I already have many forum posts on Reddit that have been upvoted and downvoted where I asked, hey, who are the best YouTube, MMO reviewers? Who are the best MMO reviewers? And I did that very specifically months ago. To see, and I did it multiple times. To see what people would say. And it was very surprising to see a lot of people on there. Lazy Peon made sense. And it was so weird how everyone just made fun of Lazy Peon, but he at least does pros and cons. But then Fever popped up a whole lot. But Fever, actually, has Fever done a review? Let's find out. A lot of people consider him a reviewer. And look at this. If you type in review, we get Albion Online First Impressions reviews. So this says /review. Was this sponsored? I don't know if it actually was sponsored. It might not have been sponsored, this particular one. However, later on, he ended up becoming sponsored by Albion Online. And if you don't know Fever, like I've watched him for a long time, his whole thing is he starts every video and he says, what's good? It's Fever. And he talks about the positivities of games. So you understand that? Like, it's just positive stuff. And now recently, actually, was it Fever? I think it was Hive Leader, actually. See, what's good? It's Fever. So yeah, he's following the algorithm, and you can see he gets lots and lots of views. He's playing the algorithm, he's being positive, and because of that, it's like that's what YouTube wants. That's what these companies want, and apparently that's what a lot of viewers want. So, and again, in a way, there's nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, the community as a whole, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing in particular. So if we go to the Hive Leader, the Hive Leader is another overwhelmingly positive YouTuber who actually doesn't have that many subscribers, which is very surprising. I think he's newer because he worked with MMORPG. He's, in my opinion, overwhelmingly positive. He does a lot of promoted kind of stuff. And overall, I'm I think he's very professional, but I think when we talk about professionalism, right, we're talking about not stuttering, not doing things live. He reads from a script, but that's also not very real, if that makes sense. A lot of stuff just came off as very, very, just very positive. Like, I didn't really feel like there was a lot of really decent reviews. So, okay, The Exiled. If this is just nothing but glowing, I mean, we're not going to watch it, but I don't know. Anyways, I still need to watch more Hive Leader. I do. I could be wrong about Hive Leader. I need to watch more Hive Leader, but that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. I think a lot of people know. Actually, has he done a full review? Because a lot of people mention him as a reviewer. Does he do reviews? He did a review on Minecraft 4 years ago. That's impressive. So, but anything modern? Any modern reviews? So, 5 reasons why MXM is the best MOBA. Why is this that this guy's known as a reviewer when he only has one single video titled review? Why is that? Why is that? Why? And I can show you the polls. I can show you the Reddit posts. I did it multiple times. I can show you. A lot of people mention these guys' names. But there is somebody who does full MMO reviews. Hold on, let's try to find this guy. There is a person who does full MMO reviews, and not a single person talked about him. Is it this guy? This guy, I think this guy does full MMO reviews, and not many people talked about him. I think he does. Of course, obviously, it's very hard to do full reviews, but let's see. I think he does. I think he did full. It's mostly like Asian games, but still. If I type in review, I think he did. The Crew review. Right here, review. Paladins, review. Blade and Soul, review. Revelation Online, review. Asta, review. See what I'm saying? You see the difference? And why is this guy not bigger? Why is he not bigger? Why aren't more people talking about this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, but Fever doesn't upload that much either. Fever actually uploads a few times a week. Now, 40K review, 40K views. Now, like-dislike ratio doesn't mean shit, but then we can see it. There we go. He's got mostly likes. Again, that doesn't mean shit, really. But hold on. I want to show you how long his videos are. Like, look how long his videos are. Look at that. 30 minutes. That is what I am talking about, dude. That is what I want to see in the world. That's what I want. I don't want like a 5 or 10 minute video. What's good? I'm going to tell you all the things that this company wants me to tell you. So I get more sponsored content and more money from ad revenue because I'm not controversial. And I really don't mean to be that mean, Fever, but that's, you know, like my persona, Skylent Games. That is how I perceive you on this internet because the world needs a villain and I guess I have to play that villain. But yeah. In reviews, but so Fever didn't upload that often either. Actually, Fever has been uploading, I think, more than ever right now. So look at this, dude. 30 minutes, dude. Video. Oh, that's another thing. Muhammad. Another thing is, there are people, like that one guy. Pyrocynic? Is it Pyrocynic? Fuck, dude. I forget his name. But he talks like this. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Can you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm going to talk about because he talks like this. You guys are going to type it in the chat any second now. That guy, he started doing reviews and I was going to make a video on this. Okay, I was going to make a video on this. But he started doing reviews. Donkey obviously does reviews, but then PewDiePie started jumping on certain games in particular, but PewDiePie can do whatever the fuck he wants. Critical. Hey guys, it's Critical. Anyways, there's a lot of people that came out, and their reviews, no, I don't think Fever is a sponsor whore either. But what I'm saying is that overwhelming positivity is going to sell and give you more money. But now the opposite of that is, if you're going to do negativity, this is what I'm saying, is, okay, you see what I'm doing? I take it very serious, and you might be able to hear from my vocal inflection that I care, okay? I care, and I'm taking it very seriously. Like, it's not a fucking joke. But these guys, they make jokes, okay? So if you actually watch Critical's video on Andromeda, it's not really a review. It's not really a review. It's just making fun of the game. Hey, it jokes. It's funny. You can't actually tell, is he just making fun of the game? Does he actually like the game? Is it really good? And he's just being silly? You know, like Donkey, hey guys, you know Donkey's newest video for Mario Kart? That could be taken very negatively, but I'm pretty sure he's fucking having a blast. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just joking. So in the end, they're putting a positive twist, and I hate to do this, but now I'm bringing out the Cry. Because Cry is definitely guilty of doing this. Definitely guilty of doing this. So, actually, there's a very particular video that I wanted to talk about. Here it is, Lotus War, guys. Are you ready? If you want me to stop right now, then I'll stop. But I've got stuff. So if you want me to go, we'll go. I'll read a little bit of chat, but we'll continue on if you want me to continue on. So, okay, what did we say? I don't think Fever is a sponsor whore. Nope, I don't think so either. It's just playing safe. Is both one, it's fun. It is fun. Just hyping up stuff is fun. So again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what he wants to do. And two, it's probably the best business decision. Okay, because you get more ad revenue from YouTube, which I said, fuck that. I want to be real to you guys. I want to be a reviewer. I want to be a critic. I don't pretend to do reviews and pretend to be called a reviewer and then not actually review. Yeah, two, you know, more, he does get more sponsors because he's positive. Now, I find it highly suspect that he messaged me in a video calling people like him out for that. Just kind of being positive so that they get more sponsors. And then the next day I found out he did get sponsored. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, you got that Gosta rapid feud going on with Fever. I don't know, man. I'm not a part of that whole circle. I'm really not. I'm not a part of, like, Hive Leader, Lazy Peon, all that. None of them have been mean to me. They haven't, okay? So maybe this seems like I'm attacking them. I'm not really attacking them as individuals. I hope you guys understand that. I'm attacking the whole community. I'm attacking the whole MMO and online culture that we have going on. This whole advertisement and commercial shit, me personally, I'm not doing it anymore. Donkey reviews are the fucking best. Because they're funny. And they are funny. They are funny. So yeah. How do you edit your stuff? Because I want to make a good review. I think the less edits you can get away with, the better. Basically, you want to do as little edits as possible. That's what they sell, though. Okay. Most of what I'm saying is most people just want to be entertained. That's true. Yeah. No. Again, Muhammad. I want to reiterate this to you guys. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be entertained. Even as somebody who just, you know, plays games, you'll notice my IO game videos, I'm not like really reviewing them. You know, I'm just kind of there having fun. So there is nothing wrong with it. But as a whole community, there is something wrong when almost nobody is talking about actual reviews and actual positives and cons in games. Okay? There is something wrong there. That's what I'm saying. I hope you guys understand that. Look at the last video. He tell in the video he's full of the money. Oh, really? You'll be the one burned, dude. I'm fine either way. Go ahead, even though I like him. It's all good. Hit it hard. I just want to say you are very childish, and it annoys me so much. You always brag about having been on a pro scene in a lot of games. Get a real talent, man. No wonder you have no subs. I do have subs. My subs are actually comparable to everybody I'm looking at, so that's awkward. We're trying to talk about real things here. But I mean, if you think that, if overwhelmingly the community thinks that this is childish, then I will stop and I'll be like, okay, is this the wrong direction to go in? But I don't know. I just see it won't change how I feel about you. How do you edit your videos? I don't. Don't edit your videos. Do as little editing as possible. War Games now gets demonetized. I mean, like that software. Oh, it's Adobe Premiere. Get the Adobe suite. If you're a student, it's like $20 a month. I had to state my opinion. Sorry, it was burning me. No problem, William. No problem. But stick with us, dude. I think the world needs a villain. Yeah, because it seems like they look at other people's stuff and slap their name on it with a positive over-top bullshit. William Darling, are you BR? Wait, the chat moved really fast when I wasn't looking. Why every gaming channel does top 10 MMO games? I will tell you that, actually. That's a big part of what's going on, actually. I will tell you that. Actually, let's just talk about it right now real quick. Basically, guys, you do top 10s because it's a top list, okay? It's going to be hype. It's going to be filled with positivity. You know what sells? Fucking hype and positivity. So top 10s get views for no reason. Guys, literally, I have made top 10s where I don't even edit it at all. I literally stream the top 10. And guess what? It gets more views than stuff that I spent weeks on. That's just it. It's a simple thing of that's what's getting searched. It's getting searched. People are hype. They're liking it and stuff. Fuck it. Even if they dislike it, as long as there's a good like and dislike ratio, that's actually good. Okay. So the few people that are like, well, this is a lazy video, doesn't fucking matter. Hype sells. Okay. And I've proven that. Proven. You can actually, I mean, you guys probably actually know those videos. Today, actually, somebody asked me, hey, are you going to do another one of those videos? And I'm like, sure, why not? You're the only reviewer I actually trust for an honest opinion. I think there are some others. We actually talked over a few, well, actually one. What was his name? Chaos? Sorry, I can't even remember because nobody talks about him. I'm confused though. Are you criticizing them for giving a misleading review or because they're hyping a game? I'm not criticizing them really at all. I'm just, okay, well, I'm kind of criticizing them. I'm not saying it's quite a misleading review. I feel like they're incomplete reviews, or they're known as reviewers as a whole, but they don't actually truly review games. They're really just hyping games. That's what these channels do. They just hype games. And that's coming from somebody who has an anime channel called Skylent Hype, where I'm only going to be talking about hype stuff, basically. Keep rolling? Okay. I think that under the marketing point of view, they are doing what they are supposed to. They are just giving people what they want, which is true. Yeah, Alvidani, that's completely true. And I even talked about making a channel that's just for kids, that's just positivity. Like, in the end, there is nothing wrong with an individual wanting to do that. But what I'm, again, one more time saying is that as a community, it's extremely rare, exceedingly rare to find people that do real reviews, especially in the MMO genres. I also have a few other guys I watch, like Cripperian. Oh, dude, I haven't seen that Crip in a long time, dude. I wonder what he's been up to. Nobody talks about Crip. Well, yeah, why does nobody talk about Crip? I've heard Day9 mentioned a few times. Is he doing something new lately? I don't know. Anyways, guys, okay, I'm scrolling down the list. I saw you say men instead of man in your last message to Skylent. It made me think, oh, well, okay, just reading. You and you say the same shit. He's on a video bashing Lazy in most MMO channels. I probably wouldn't bash Lazy Peon. Have I bashed Lazy Peon? I don't think so. I think I've really just kind of only given compliments to Lazy Peon. I don't, okay, if you want me to bash him, I'll say that he needs a noise gate, because I hear his breathing too much and I don't like that, but yeah. Total Biscuit. No, Total Biscuit, you're right. Total Biscuit does do reviews. You're right. He does. No, not really. Kind of. He actually, it's kind of complicated what he does. He does something kind of different. Holy shit, chat. Okay, well, I'm at the bottom now. I'm at the bottom. Total Biscuit does, I mean, it's hard to explain. They're not full reviews because he doesn't fully play the game he played. Oh, well, he doesn't fully review the games that he doesn't fully play the games. He does really fucking in-depth first impressions. So, okay, think of what Total Biscuit does as first impressions, okay? And then look at stuff like what Cry does as first impressions. And that's actually why I stopped labeling my first impressions as first impressions, because I don't want them to be taken as reviews anymore. I don't want them. If I'm going to do a review, then I will now officially label it review, like my Drop Zone video. That is a review. I talk 17 minutes and I talk about all the mechanics and everything. That's a review. But all these other first impressions, and yes, guys, I'm fucking guilty of it too, okay? I've been doing it for 5 years. I am guilty, and that's why I don't want to do it anymore. So if we go to this Lotus War video, I really want to pick on this, and I do watch Cry a little bit, though I don't like his style, because I think it's very unenthusiastic, which is obviously opposite to me. But if we go look at Cry, and we just watch this video,
hello guys, and welcome back to another First Impressions video.
You can hear how calm it is. But there's a particular point that I want to actually click on, that I really found very distasteful. So I should be able to find this pretty quickly. Actually right here. I think of right here. So in this game, you keep on missing my things. Oh, I'm sorry, Jackal. Hold on. Did I miss it? Just retype it, maybe? Okay, I really don't see your stuff, Jackal. Oh, I think YouTubers should be more like Pixelated Apollo, just so the subs can be important in all videos. Maybe, dude, maybe. Maybe, friendo. How about MMOs.com? We'll get there. We'll go around the gambit if you guys want to. But we're gonna be picking on Cry. Right here. Okay, so in this particular game, I did a first impression on this game too, and you can actually compare and contrast our first impressions. So Lotus War Online, I don't know if you guys played it, but at the time of doing our first impressions, this game was extremely mistranslated, okay? Bad. It was bad. And this was a launch, okay? The game was launching very quickly, very soon, or it actually was launching at the time. Can't remember. But the game was coming out, okay? There was a lot of hype. And I found Cry's video because for some reason it was highly upvoted on MMORPG, the subreddit, which often is the case with anybody other than me for some reason. So I watched the video because I wanted to maybe hone my craft because I heard Cry was a good YouTuber. But what I saw in this video was him excusing and actually like making light and actually being happy and being kind of like very positive that the game was mistranslated. So I will show that to you.
And it doesn't last too long.
Wait, actually, can we even hear this shit? Hopefully you guys can hear this. Hold on, let me turn all this up so you guys can hear it.
During this tutorial, I noticed that the dialogue, the translations were not 100%. They weren't the best. I also noticed the use of these Chinese emojis. You can find these emojis in Revelation Online and other Chinese games, so I think it's funny that they constantly use these. But here...
Did you just see how he just sidetracked for a second? He's like, it's bad translation. Oh, look at these funny emojis. And then he's going to continue on, actually. He's going to continue on and make jokes about this instead of actually reprimanding the game.
Are some of my favorite quotes so far from the couple hours that I played.
His
There's a girl
favorite quotes.
with the dog named Porch says, "It's stupid goblin," after you fight a goblin to defend her and she tells you not to kill it. And then that goblin comes back to kill her, so you have to kill it. She also calls you a he. Did you just assume my gender? She later says, "Thanks for saving," instead of "thanks for saving me." Kind of made me feel like they were breaking the fourth wall there. Actually, they do later on, because there's an NPC that says, "Press the space bar," and the other NPC says, "What's a space bar?" But this is my favorite quote of all. "Oh boy, the chief is always so hard." Oh, wait a second, what are you talking about?
See what I'm saying, guys? So instead of, like, this is, okay, it says first impression, okay? It's a first impression, and literally right next to it says, should you play? So I don't care if at the end of the video he says don't play. Either way, throughout the whole video, it just has like this weird positive spin to it, which I find distasteful when people are look at this thing. People, whatever the video is, if you retitle it, you know, I've been guilty of bad titles. If you retitled it, I wouldn't care so much. But it's a first impression, should you play video, and he's known to a lot of people as a reviewer. And this is the problem with the community. So, you don't think that sidetrack earlier was intentional? Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I want Nash. I want people to know I did this too. Remember, if you were here earlier in the stream, guys, I said that I was asked to not be negative to games. I would do similar things to this, which is why I can very much pinpoint it and show that. So, like, but now that I have my personal channel, like Cry does, this is his personal channel. But that's the thing, guys. Do we who own our personal channel, do we actually own our personal channel? Or are we actually still slaves to the marketing machine? You know, if we say negative things to these games, those publishers won't give us access to those games anymore. Those publishers won't come to us with those $100 bills, y'all. But, you know, for me, that's why I made it a big point. That's why I said to you guys, make or break. I'm kind of done with YouTube, you know, with what it is. I'm not making money anymore because I started becoming critical. So it's up to you guys. So that's what this whole thing has been. I'm going to go to Piskel for a second, just so we can kind of clear the air and talk about it. So that's a few things I wanted to pinpoint. I know it's very meta in a lot of ways, but then also, if you guys haven't been to the stream for the whole time, I have been talking about how at one point, you know, working with different people, I've done some shady things. I guess if you can go on YouTube and see the video of what we talked about. If you need a reiteration, I can. Sure. I don't see the problem. I think you might not like his personality because he's not coming down on a game. Well, that's the problem. It's should you play the game? And I want your true opinion, Gale DX. If this was a complete money grab, which in my opinion it was, because if you don't know, Lotus War is a licensed name from an anime, so it's kind of riding off a little bit of hype from that. If it was really a shit game, wouldn't you want to know in a first impression, should you play video, really, if it's not good? Or should I just make light of everything negative and just really hype and sell the game? I think that's the difference there. He's always hype on Eastern games. He is. I thought Jack and Pewd were great friends. They had a falling out, I think, recently. They at least Jack Septiceye, or Sean is his real name. He made a video, you know, kind of bashing PewDiePie for some stuff he did, but yeah. I think a lot of YouTubers, because it is a very creative site, you know, we are going to disagree with some things. So I hope it's okay. You know, that's what I want. I want it to be okay to disagree. Because, you know, recently that's what happened to me with, I can actually show you if you guys, I mean, you guys probably saw this, but, I don't need the YouTuber to tell me if I should buy it or not. I just see any flaws and pros and make the decision myself. Hey, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. So recently, we can go review me, dude. I'm not afraid to go and review me, dude. I got some shit also. But let's see. So right here we go. Reviewer reviews comments on his reviews. So a lot of YouTubers do this kind of content. Philip DeFranco, I think, is one of the biggest. It's like commentary. He reads comments. There's that community, that level of community. A lot of people do this, okay? And I thought this was a great fucking video idea. And in fact, I repeated it today. But if I click on this video, you will clearly see the only creative thing YouTube is the new type of clickbait titles. Yeah. So as you can see, I actually have more dislikes than likes. Even though I made this video with nothing but pure positivity in my heart. Nothing but pure positivity and just childish wonder, man. I really wanted to start a new series on this channel. So if we go here, we can see look at MMO Bytes. MMO Byte says nothing negative and actually has like awesome I don't know if it's criticism, but they actually have a dialogue here. So I pinned it. As an example of a comment. It's like let's talk about something. Like they give me information that Phantasy Star Online 2 actually has open dungeons, even though they're instanced, they're still opened. But here, look at the difference between MMO Bytes and Fever's. I want you guys to see this. MMO Byte and Fever's comments. I want you to see this. Dude, this is a bad look. Flat out, that's it. I don't even know if he actually watched the whole video. I don't know that. Did he just see me talking about the comment that actually, that said faggot? That called me a faggot in the comments and was highly upvoted? And I had to remove it because it said that word, which is a messed up word. Okay, I know maybe you guys meme on 4chan, but YouTube is actually not the internet as a whole. Okay, YouTube actually has rules and like fucking laws. Okay, and personally, I don't agree with that. And yes, I have every right to delete it. So I made the comment that yes, I deleted that comment because you don't talk to people like that. And Fever says, dude, this is a bad look. Now, maybe he knows something that I don't. Maybe so. But all I know is that I like the way MMO Byte talked to me and speaks to me, and I don't like the way Fever did this. The Lazy Peon also started to be very critical and negative about new games. Guess he'll also lose money. Yes, he will. Every single... Actually, I don't know if you guys watch Amnesion. I don't know if you guys watch H3H3 or Philip DeFranco. There's a lot of YouTubers who are critical, like me, who they had to go start Patreons. H3H3, they moved to Twitch. Philip DeFranco made a Patreon. He's making a whole new thing. Onision started a Patreon. Me, I had to start a Patreon and start going to Twitch for donations. That's how it is. So yeah, being critical, yes, we'll lose views, but at the same time, if the community still supports us and believes in the message and believes in the community as a whole, then I guess we will survive. Of course, because they're fucking huge, but me, maybe. I say, who gives a shit about what other YouTubers think? Well, I do because, they're also a part of the community. Achilles, like, we have people that comment. We have people like my friends who fucking codes and helps content creators and maybe is a content creator themselves. In a way, we all actually create content. In a way, we're all content creators. If it's comments, if it's programming, if it's videos, and we're all part of this community. So in a way, I do kind of care. And I thought maybe Fever is trying to look out for me. And I think a lot of you guys in the comments are saying, man, you've been complaining a lot. Yeah, I saw that. Yes, that's true. But I don't know. I think the community needs it. Definitely not a stream I should have checked out. No, Fever, you probably not. Probably not. Tragically. I mean, you can stay around though. No. Actually, Fever, you could stay around. I think it could be insightful. I think it could be a good insight. It hurts. I don't know if it does. It's entirely likely that Fever... Okay, so one thing is Fever started doing a lot of dialogue with me. It's likely that Fever wanted to do collaborations in the future. However, I myself personally, as you guys know my personality, I kind of ostracized myself because I wanted to be way, way more critical than anybody else. But yeah, so Fever, this could be a very negative thing toward me, or it could be him really genuinely like, yo, dude, maybe you should be more positive so we can do collaborations, because if you're not being positive, then I can't really do that. So it could be that. I think that you can also create a brand image by being negative about games that could also give a fair amount of money. It's possible. There are YouTubers that used to be very negative and got very popular. I was kind of hoping to be kind of like that, like the Cynical Brit. It's in his name, the Cynical Brit. There are some other YouTubers that do full reviews and stuff like that, but the modern YouTube space is pretty rough. It's pretty rough. But luckily, you guys have been sponsoring me quite greatly. Discord with Fever. I don't know how we're going to do this. If I get a direct message or something, we could do that. Fever. But anyways, so I came here because I just wanted to say I liked what MMOBite did with their comment. I didn't appreciate Fever's comment. And overall, I didn't like the scene with this video, and I don't like the idea that we can't be negative. I don't like the idea that we can't review things. You know what I'm saying? Is that a follow? That's a follow, dude. Thanks. Oh shit, I can't read that. My bad. Hold on, wait. How do we get this? Oh fuck. To Rex Red. Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. Oh. Well, let me tell you this. I've looked up a ton of review videos in the past few years trying to find something, and I have watched a lot, and guess what? I am here watching you right now, so I don't know, man. He asked you to jump in Discord. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to do the... I don't know how he would have to... he'd have to add me. I'm right here, Skylent Games, if you want to get on Discord. This is actually the closest thing of a MMO YouTube beef we can get, boys. Probably. Probably, because most MMO YouTubers, I think, are very safe. So, you know, I'm the villain you guys are getting. That follow no... Oh, yeah, shit. I'm sorry. I turned that way up. I turned it way up so you guys could hear Cry's video. Sorry. I probably shouldn't have done this. This is probably a stupid stream. Anyways, I don't care. It's all out now. It's all in the air. Just let it go. Turn this down. So, I mean, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Doesn't Jim Sterling? Oh, yeah, no, yeah, Jifus. That's because he has a Patreon. See, that's a big thing, too. Jim Sterling is another person who absolutely would never have existed on YouTube, even before when it was great. He had to start a Patreon. I'm just saying, I don't find this to be negative at all. This is feedback, constructive and wholesome, honest feedback about how everything is working. That's what I'm hoping. A lot of people have told me that's not the case. A lot of people have said that, but then again, like half the people are like you, and they're like, yeah, you know, maybe we should really talk about this kind of stuff. I want to talk about this kind of stuff. He's on my Discord channel. All right. Bada bing. Is he on the NSFW? Oh, what's up? Oh, wait, shit. I'm assuming he wanted to go to Discord so it wouldn't show on stream. So, or is it okay to stream? I don't know. I want to be respectful, but I don't know. I just want to, you know. I just want to do that. I think you should change antivirus AVG sucks. Does it? I just got it, so I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it's emo guide to Challenger Skylent. Dude, I fucking suck at League. I have to admit it. That you on Discord. If you add back, I'll send a call. You have no open chat channels. No, I don't. I had to actually... Oh shit, baby. I had to actually change my chat channels because we had a lot of toxicity. People would jump in and play porn. A lot of people who find it offensive and sensitive. You should always stay true to yourself and keep everything real. What's your Discord? So I'm gonna go to bed. All right, Mohammed. See you later. Yo, Mohammed, you were the guy I mentioned in the comments, dude. I remember that. But I was wondering if you're gonna do a brainstorming for creating an MMORPG. Oh yeah, you remember that? Maybe. Why? You think that'd be fun? We should do that sometime, maybe. Yeah, Mohammed. Anyways, good night, Mohammed. Can you, yeah, guys, add me on Discord. Yeah, it's no problem, guys. Okay. So I guess we're gonna talk to Fever here. Avast over AVG. If you genuinely mean that, Lazy Lions, then I will switch to Avast for you, okay? Good night, Mohammed. So real quick, guys, I just want to ask, well, I mean, we're going to talk to Fever, so I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know what's going to be said, but I want to know what your thoughts and feelings on positivity, negativity. Should a channel exist that does harsh reviews on community channels? And if so, then I actually already have a website pulled up that we will immediately jump into and investigate if you want to. I agree with Lazy Lion's Den. Prefer Avast. All right, I'll do that. All right, guys. So we have a direct call. I'm gonna have to put on my headset here. We are streaming this. If that's cool, that's fine. It'll be fun, and we'll have a little debate. Okay? I've never done this. I don't know. I'm really glad this is happening, though. Okay, so I'm gonna change my playback devices. Speakers. Join a bunch of terrible people. I think I did it. I joined. I'm assuming his channel. Don't ride a dick. Don't be a dick. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, yeah, you guys won't be able to hear it. Hold on 1 second. I got to change it to Yeti microphone. Okay, so you should be able to hear him when it comes on, okay? If you guys want to do this, that's cool. And I'll have to join into the streaming because it's locked right now. I'll have to be added. So yeah. Hey, if you want to do hard reviews, you're gonna have to get a part-time job to survive. Hey, luckily, actually, guys, you guys have donated, and even though the Patreon's still small, you guys have donated, and I've been able to survive. Like, we are still going strong. I actually had a lump sum of money saved up because I wanted to do this. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, but I need to set up a poll so that we can choose what games to review. I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls Online is next. What's wrong with riding dicks? You know what? I don't know, actually. I'm actually confused. Jump into any voice channel, and he'll pull me in. So, we'll go into the lobby. There's a lobby. Oh, wait, shit. What is my push to talk? That's my push to talk. Okay. Pull me in, Fever.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't have...
You're actually
I'm
muted in the channel.
I sure fucking am.
I don't know if I'm the cause there or if...
I'm pretty sure you're the cause.
We'll just go to another channel because I don't know how to work with these. Can you hear me?
Fuck. Oh my god, why is everything fucked? Oh my god, how do I even get back here?
Your orb's not lighting up either.
Jesus Christ. Everything is gone. No, there we go. Okay. Hi, Fever. What's good?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Hey,
so
man.
I have your stream up too, so let me just mute that. All right. So, what's going on, Skylent?
Yeah, man, I'm talking shit about you, Fever.
I heard that. See, it's crazy. See, I'm not here really for my own good or to sort of defend myself or to really even come at what you were saying here. But you had mentioned that I had started talking with you, and I did. And it was after you had that, I forget what it was. I think the catalyst was about Albion sponsoring a bunch of people. And I don't think you have that video public anymore. I think it's private after I put a message on it. And I think, like, even if you might even have the message still, if you wanted to show people, I was incredibly positive. Like, and my point that I was trying to get across to you, and it's almost brought up again when I have been commenting all the times, is that how do I say this without, I don't want this to be seen negatively. There was a persona swap that happened with you where you got resentful to sort of like the community. And there was nothing, I was actually trying to reach out because I know that as a content creator, a lot of times you don't have a lot of content creator friends and they don't understand the type of stuff that you go through as a content creator, like at all. And so you can sit there and you can talk to your community about like, oh my God, like all of these MMORPG people are getting these sponsorships and they're being paid. And I actually love this game, but I'm being negative and I'm put in this box. And it's like a feedback loop because you're talking to people who aren't experiencing it firsthand. And I just wanted to reach out and just wanted to see if you were amiable to even just like talking with somebody else because I felt like you didn't have that support system. Whereas in the case of like Albion, all of the Albion sponsorships went out through a agency called Navali. And if you weren't part of Navali, you probably wouldn't hear about it. But because most of the MMORPG fans, like whether it's Cry or Hive Leader or Lazy Peon, like we all talk to each other. Like most of us have dialogues in our friends. That's what, like, I'll pass on a contact for Navali to somebody else and they'll do sort of the same thing. So I was just extending an olive branch. And even in that comment, I think I even told you, like, I've been watching you Attack Gaming. I know you did stuff for the Free MMO Station. I've heard your voice on like I think Dota cards or like some really like obscure stuff. Like I've paid attention to you. I was putting out an olive branch, and I'm not taking what you're saying now personally, but this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about, where you're lashing out, where you need a support group, but you need a support group that aren't fans, and this is the kind of thing that is exactly why I reached out in the first place. So that's kind of like my mid piece, and we can move from there. But that's for my end. This feels bad because I wasn't trying to do anything weird, and I feel like you're shitting on me for like actually taking a little bit of like initiative to try and help somebody out.
No, I'm really glad that you got in, in talks with me. Because I assumed actually everything you just said is actually what happened. I actually assumed all of that. The issue is that I am actually kind of like ostracizing myself on purpose. Like, because I have worked with so many different sites instead of working on my own stuff. I see a lot of the behind the scenes things, and I'm just done with it. You know, I'm just done with all of it. So, I'm actually personally, like, I like collaborations and stuff like that and things and talking, but actually at the same time, I kind of don't want to do it. I'm really kind of going in my own completely opposite direction, it seems.
Yeah, I had no intention to want to collaborate with you. And I'm not meaning that in a really way. I'm just saying, there are stresses that even if I was to talk about now, the people who are watching would have no idea what they're talking about. Or if somebody told you about a referral program for a game that you're already covering or something like that kind of stuff. Your audience isn't like the people who you are using as a support structure. They're not peers. And I was literally just trying to I didn't want anything out of you. For me on YouTube, this is like I come home from work and I do a little bit of I talk about games that I like and then I go to bed. Like it's nothing more serious than that. I'm not talking about like you need to work with people. I'm saying that your mentality where you feel like people are out to get you, or that you have been ostracized, or that people have put you in a box because of X and Y, it's not true. And you're being, that mentality is being fed by I don't know what it is. Like I've jumped into your streams and I've heard you say things like, "Oh my God, I deserve to have 100,000 subscribers," and it's only because I wasn't in early, or it's because people don't like my voice, or it's because I have negative things to say. Like you've built up these reasons, and a lot of times in the comments that I've left, or what I've always wanted to have a dialogue with you is to be like, no, like take a step back. It's not those reasons. Is all I'm trying to say. And because I know that I have come in this with like positive intentions, and I know Lazy Peon, THL, these are all like really solid guys. And to see you shit on people who would be nothing but positive if you just you don't even have to make the effort, but there's like you're implying this sort of malicious intent. Like you've even in this last stream, you're talking about people trying to game the system and game the algorithms. For a lot of these people, YouTube doesn't matter at all to it. YouTube is such a small portion of the revenue stream that money doesn't even like encapsulate that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying what you're saying now, when you're shitting on other people, it's really crappy. Like what you're doing is really shitty right now.
Whoa. Well, I'm not shitting on any specific person though. It's just the idea, like you said, like you guys, a lot of you, it's not really taken very seriously. A lot of it is just very, overwhelmingly positive. That's all I've said this whole stream. And my experience with working all of these very big companies like Free MMO Station, MMO Hut, stuff like that. Like it's all extremely marketing, okay? And so there are people like you, and I said it over and over again on the stream. Maybe you guys are it's just for fun, But then I feel like the MMO community or people, around us, like us, they deserve somebody who's a little bit more harsh. Because other genres and other, mediums have that, but not really MMOs.
But I would say that the MMORPG genre itself, the community is harsh enough. Like you've spent time on Reddit/MMORPG. I don't know if you frequent other websites. The community, most of the community who play MMOs don't actually like MMOs, and they're just they shit on the genre all the time. And a lot of times, if you bring in like on the Reddit where you've mentioned a lot of times, you say like I like this game, you'll have 30 people saying you're an idiot because you like that game. I can understand the need for that type of cynical type of person, but they already exist in a lot of cases. Like even Cry, like you've mentioned, even me, I've been incredible. Like if you look at a lot of the times when I do my first look at a game, a lot, like I can remember like some of the first videos I did, like with WildStar, I think some of the first things I say is, this game is absolute dog shit, except the dungeons are crazy. And like, you know, Arcade, completely generic game, except it feels like you're with freedom. I focus on good things, like myself, just because for me, I go like, look, games are entertainment. Like they're not, you know, fucking the end of the world. But most of these creators do, and I think what is happening is you're taking a very base level, because all of the people that you're mentioning here, and I'm coming at you just from this stream, but I don't know how often you pay attention, but I'm in a lot of your streams. Like I use you as background noise when I'm at work. You stream a lot during the day, which is good for me. You put out a shit ton of content, so you fill up a decent amount of time in my day. You seem to have a base understanding of how people do their stuff, and to take the steps to maybe not, okay, let's not say the word shit on. Let's say you're talking about in generalities, but to bring these names to people, and you might be a discovery platform, or you might be a way that people are hear about these names in the first place in a negative light, is, I don't even want to say irresponsible, but it's just not garnering goodwill, not even like to your community. Like even if there's people here that probably love Cry, and you're just saying like crappy things about them, but it's, you're going to create a community. Or I don't even want to make it so foot. You're putting your mind state in such a hostile manner, even in this regard, that you're feeding into your own feedback loop where you're like, I'm going to tell you, okay, fuck it. It was the moment, I forgot when it was. It was before you had said that you had quit MMO Station. And it was when I started watching everything you did, because you went from being like an enthusiastic guy who loved games into feeling thirsty. And that's the best word I could do. Like I could feel that you needed to make it work, or that so badly you needed to. And when it wasn't happening, you started lashing out at people. And that's the kind of thing. That's why I stepped in, was because I wanted to sidestep that and give you a support structure. What you're doing now is like, stay away from this, man. Like you're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting other people's feelings. But unless you want to move to like a drama-ish type thing, this isn't a good look. Like it's exactly what I said. Like this is not a good look, what you're doing now.
I hear you. And I think I've actively made that decision. I don't know if you watch people like Philip DeFranco, H3H3, or Onision, but all those guys have the same exact complaints I have, and they're all doing things that are kind of similar to me now. With, I know what you're saying about the whole feedback loop, and I fucking don't want that. I really don't. But at the same time, it's like, I am building this community, and it is going to support itself, and I really don't want it to be toxic. I really, really don't, and that's why we're right now, we were just playing the fucking Darkfall game, trying to be as non-toxic as possible. That didn't work. But we're really trying to do something different, and just talking about things that nobody else is talking about. And for that fact alone, even if it seems really mean or whatnot, I feel like it's worth doing.
Yeah, no. Look, you can talk about games critically. Like, there's a lot of great channels. I'm not gonna be able to remember any of them, but like a Super Bunny Hop is a really great example. He just does like general games. You can do that, but what you're skirting on here, it's like a fat person, right? Lashing out at people because they don't feel like they're going to be accepted. Is the best way I could do it. It's like, have you ever met like really bitchy, like unattractive people? That's what's kind of happening here, where you're not in a box, but you're putting yourself in the box. And it's not something that you're going to be able to climb back from. And you don't need to put yourself on the outskirts. Like, you can be cynical and still not have to like take it out on other people. It sucks. See, for me as like a fan, I have paid attention to you for a long time, and your positivity has always been one of the things that I like really enjoyed sort of about your take on a lot of stuff. And you're just like, it's like a 180. And now you seem like incredibly cynical and incredibly like some of the stuff that you're saying is like conspiracy theory-esque, like that there's like an industry behind it that's just like pushing you out. And your response to that is to like push them away. Like you've gone so much on the defensive that you're not allowing yourself to just roll into the fold.
Hey Fever, did you see the earlier part of the stream?
I saw. I've only been clued in for maybe like 10 minutes before I had said something.
Okay, so the reason I was bringing up individual names in the MMO community was because I was using examples of stuff that I was forced to do at Free MMO Station and Attack Gaming. Yeah, so, and the whole conspiracy thing is we were going over like why certain videos that were totally Chinese clone games, why they got like hundreds of thousands of views. And we were just talking about a number of things that I can prove through emails of really fucking shady things. Be like Attack Gaming being the side project of a marketing firm, you know, so owned by a marketing firm, you know, stuff like that. So that's kind of what made me like this now. And yeah, hell yeah, dude. I love being enthusiastic and hype, and I like that. But I genuinely feel like, I mean, I'm going to be nicer toward, you know, individuals. Like I said in the stream, also, I'm going to do a review on MMO Byte because I really like MMO Byte, even though they're overwhelming positivity. And I was going to do one on you too.
They're a weird bunch of dudes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like, again and again, I'll bring up a negative, like, you know, you have a series called What's Good, and that's cool, and that's fun, that's awesome, and I watched some of it, but, like, at the same time, a lot of people, like, when I asked on MMORPG.com, the forum, /r MMORPG, a lot of people consider you and MMOs.com and a number of, like, Cry as full reviewers, when you're more kind of like entertainment and you're playing the games and it's really more of a fun thing and it's not really more of a critical thing. So that's why I'm kind of being a little bit more aggressive, because it's kind of meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it for the memes, for the memes, that's completely cool too. I mean, if you want to swap stories about how shitty influencer agencies can be and how like they've permeated the entire industry, I'll swap stories. My only thing is just that it seemed bitter and it seemed thirsty. Like the first time I mentioned you was when you had went on and on and on and on and on about why you didn't think you were part of the Albion Online sponsorship. And that's basically just where I'm coming from, not this specific stream entirely. Just your mentality changed. Like it was like a 180. I feel like you held a lot of resentment over that Albion thing, and it maybe flipped a switch to where you wanted to take your content. Now, I mean, if you want to take your content in that way, that's completely cool. All I wanted to do, like, I heard some stuff in this stream and I've heard some stuff in other streams, and I just wanted to say a lot of the maliciousness that is implied to other people isn't like, if you want to do something like H3H3, if you want to imply that there are people who are just doing it to game the system, then talk to them. Like, I'm sure, like, even like you're much smaller than the Lazy Peon, and if you send them a thing and just want to be like, oh, so how did you get your success? Like, you can do it in ways that isn't just like shit. But if you, and I guess if you want to do it the way that you're doing it, that's fine too. I will just extend the olive branch again, though. If you ever do need somebody to talk about in content creation, just spitball ideas, or you're looking for contacts or whatnot, that exists just through networking. Like YouTube and most of those other things, it's not what you know, it's who you know, like everything in life.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, and the Albion thing, I was just mad because I did at one time did a paid promotion, and then they slowly okay, you can't have access anymore. You get temporary access now, and then they just stopped contacting me. So it was a very clear transition to me for the Albion Online thing.
Yeah, but it's because they transitioned it to a marketing agency. Like I
said,
that
makes sense.
It was Navali, and then a lot of times, if you work with a company already, because I worked with them for like 2 years ago. Like everything I've ever done on my channel for Albion has been sponsored, and I got the sponsorship by emailing them and asking them. Like, I bet like 2 or 3 years ago, if you wanted to put gameplay on YouTube, you had to get in contact with them and be like, hey, like, can I put this there? Do I have the rights? Is there an NDA, etc. They gave me the thing, and they gave me the referral link, and they sponsored my videos, and the reach was very important. When you repeatedly use the same company, the amount of people that click on your link, the amount of people that sign up will dictate the next time you work with them. So if you had did that stuff and if there was no traction, then of course that's not going to like lend itself well to them wanting to throw money at you. And if you work with agencies, right, like I had said, Navali, but there are others, Ads Too Fast, etc. They're going to have sort of they're given a budget, right? Like, you should know how all this works. They're given, Albion contacts them and says, here's $10,000. This is what I want. I want 700,000 eyes on my content for this. Make it happen. And they're going to go with the people that they know have trusted results. They might ask for previous campaigns on Albion, etc. Like there's a lot of behind the scenes type-ish stuff, which is why in that video when you're like, oh, it's because I'm negative to the game or I'm doing it for free. It's, I don't know. Like I said, like I hate to talk more like at the business end of it because it seems really shitty to viewers. But if you ever do need that sounding board, or if you're ever feeling a little bit like nutso, I've been nutso too. Like reach out. Like it's so crazy because the MMORPG community, like even like non-YouTubers, like Doc Got Game is a badass. Like Towley half the time is a badass. Like, and they're so open and willing to talk to anybody. And I think I'm kind of like, I always move it back to the people. Like it feels bad because you don't even know how cool a lot of these people are. I've only met like 2 or 3 really shitty people, and they weren't even like MMO people. They were like those general gamer people who were just like abusing referral links or sponsorships within it. But just like use us, you know? Shit.
I get you. I hear you. I probably will. I do want to make my content a little bit more, I mean, not edgy. Like I really don't want to bring that crowd in, you know, and it's starting to kind of sound like that. But yeah, okay. So this talk was probably good. It's probably constructive. Yeah, I don't know what to say else other than that.
No, you don't have to. Look, I'm still a fan. I'll still watch your shit. Just take the steps first before you open your mouth. Like take the steps for contact before you open your mouth. Is all I'm saying. Or be okay with knowing that you put yourself in the box that you're reacting to you feel like you're put in this area that you're putting yourself in as we speak. Because luckily for you, and like I'm a little bit bigger than you, right? I'm like, even if right now I said some terrible bullshit, I wouldn't be put in the box because I'm not big enough for people to even care. Right? You know what I mean? Like you can do whatever the fuck you can reinvent yourself 7 times over in the next couple days, and it's not a big enough splash. Like we're not big enough people for that to even matter. So if you want to change and just like do it, but I think you should keep the negativity out. I think the positivity is why people fucking even like you.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong about that. But I think that just positivity sells overall. Can I just ask you one question? Just one question. Sure. All right. Okay. So I started all today because I was going to start a new series of like reviewing content creators. And it's because I got really tripped up over finding out that massively overpowered, a site that gets like no stream views or YouTube views or anything, is allowed to advertise their stream on /r MMORPG. And I felt that was very unfair since I'm basically banned from there.
Yeah. What's the question?
So the question is, all I want to know is, how do you feel about sites that aren't, okay, like you said, you were talking about individual content creators like Cry, Lazy Peon, cool stuff. You know, I'm one of those named creators. But how do you feel about massively overpowered specifically and, you know, MMO huts, free MMO stations, stuff like that?
Most MMO-based game publications are garbage. Just like flat out, they're absolute bullshit. I'd say that MMOs.com, like Omer is god tier. Like if you listen to Omer talk, like he doesn't even put
Oh yeah, he's senpai
in the product. Yeah, he's the man. Most others are branches of other media, and it's just like a wing, right? So it's like if you decided that you just wanted to like right now, there's huge referral links for like World of Tanks and like the World of Games. You can get like $10 per sign up for these free to play games. So what people did for a lot of these things are in order to capitalize on these sort of ad campaigns, they create these sidearm websites and businesses, and a lot of them are like they're like infected with that money hungry stuff. It's just what they're reporting, and a lot of them will do this. I remember, I think it was the stream or video of yours where you went over like looking for jobs, and it was like everyone was like exposure, like they're not going to pay you, it's just going to be exposure. Just it's all garbage. Like it's so much just all fucking garbage that you shouldn't even worry about it. And on top of just like massively OP or MMORPG.com or whatever, the subreddits are worse because the subreddits have a lot of like neckbeards who have a little bit of power, but they also moderate like 9 different subreddits, and sometimes they don't even care anymore. And sometimes there's 7 people on the moderation team, but only one of them is really active because the other people, you know, they can't keep up with the queue, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, your distaste for them, I probably have exactly the same, and it is only fed because I have a dialogue with most of them, and they are as scummy as you can imagine.
I get you. So I'm thinking, I'll try to be nicer. I'm definitely still gonna go in this more dark energy sort of. I'm still gonna be very energetic and enthusiastic, but it's still gonna be probably a little bit more toxic, tragically. But I think with talking to you, it kind of reminded me that, named channels are literally people. So I should treat you guys like people and peers, literally. And I'm probably still going to box myself off, but maybe not so much. Maybe I will be a little bit more calculating still. But I think the change that you are seeing is still going to be probably the way we're going, because even though I've lost all ad revenue, essentially, I'm actually starting to earn a lot more through support. And it seems like the whole stream and the live thing is a really good thing for me. So we're still going to go in that direction, but I do hear what you're saying, Fever. I really do. And I'm going to try to be nicer with my words. Like, I'm going to try to, if I'm going to say something negative, I'll say the positive thing first and, entwine it. And I'll try to be a little bit more educated with my words. So it's not like I'm just talking shit. I will try to be nicer, if that makes sense. Fever.
What I would say, see, I feel like I'm really bad off the cuff. Like, I normally have to write it. What I actually mean, or what I would rather get across, because I feel like, is if you're going to take the hard line that you are, it's more important to be airtight in what you're saying and not be blowing off the handle. Like it can't be on a hunch.
Oh,
right?
yeah, like the Albion video? Yeah, that's why I deleted it. I actually sent you a Twitter message. I was like, you're right. I should be more, statistical and facts and stuffs.
But I mean, even in a lot of this stuff, just you're going to, if you want to be that person, then you need to be ironclad, right? Like it can't be like, I think, I don't even remember what video it was. I think you were talking about like Dark Falls PvP, and you had ended up saying something like, it's objectively bad, I think, or something like that. Like it was something, and I was
it's graphics.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like you when you say things, if you want to be the bad guy, it can't just be I have hostile opinions about things. You really want to boil it down. Like when you talk about Sterling or Total Biscuit, they're, I don't want to say like intellectual about the way that they put things out, but they make sure that they poke holes in what they've said themselves, and they make sure that the way that they hand it off, that somebody can then be like, oh, that person's a piece of shit because that's what the video exposes, or the company's a piece of shit because that's what the video exposes, and now I can share it and not feel embarrassed. As opposed to if you say something and it's wrong and then other people see it, and you're going to get a very polarized, like what you're going to create are people who follow you and take your word as bond, as opposed to the content of what you say. And the way that you're going, again, I'm not criticizing, is you want the weight of your word to matter, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So don't and I see this, I'm telling you, I saw the change, but you have to just, you gotta reel it in a bit. And I know sometimes you just want to verbal diarrhea all over people's faces, but just make sure that what you're saying is accurate, and that you don't take it steps too far. Because I think if that's actually where you're trying to go, the MMORPG genre definitely needs a person like that to talk that shit.
Yeah, I should have played Darkfall first to show my recorded gameplay. I mean, actually, we did that, and oh my god, the streams were so toxic. I don't know if you joined in. It was bad, dude. People playing porn in the Discord and shit. It was bad stuff. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't completely unfounded, but I should have had that, the facts and the recording first, instead of show trailer footage and me kind of assume. Even if it was correct, it was still a video of me assuming. So I hear what you're saying. I'll try to be a little bit more ironclad, a little bit more professional without just being a hype man. But yeah, also another thing, I will try to balance out, if I do a negative video, I'll try to do it, balance it out with a hype video. Cause I know, I love having, games that are fun and talking about fun stuff too. Actually after the Darkfall video, I don't know if you saw, but I played a children's game and I uploaded that, and I had fun with it. So yeah, I mean, I'll try to do that.
You do you, man. You do you.
Yeah, I get you, Fever. I hear what you're saying. I'll take it to heart, friend. I will. Yeah. And thanks for talking to me, dude.
Yeah, no worries, man. Take it easy.
You too, dude. Have a good night. God damn it. Why does fucking Fever gotta be such a good guy? You hear that shit, dude? You hear the way he fucking talks to me, dude? All yeah, have a good one. Man, who the fuck says that shit? Oh, man, dude. All right. The fuck were we doing on stream, guys? Hey, stream, what's up? Did you just assume? All right. All right, guys. So, can I get some chatteronies on what you guys felt about the conversation, future of the channel, future just stuff. He seems pretty nice. Fuck you, Icy Ashley. Just kidding. Much love. What do you guys think? What do you guys want? Actually, I can't even see. No League of Legends, and don't look at my desktop. Don't fucking do it. Don't look at it. Just stop it right now. Is just me or this guy's voice looks like radio? Looks like radio? Sounds like radio? My voice quality isn't the best. Am I still in the Discord? Because I'm awkward. No, I closed out of Discord. Hey, super. Also, thanks for that follow. What? Icy and Ashley? Oh, because... Oh, Ashley, shut up. Rip Skylent 5817. Or broccoli or whatever. What? I prefer you like this. Like what? Look at that unorganized desktop. Shut up, Icy and Ashley. Shut up, dude. I love you, me vids that create hype but still have the honest downfalls. I think this was more for you than us. Yeah, absolutely. No, it was. It was. Well, I wasn't planning on talking to Fever. I wasn't planning on it. So, but as a community of 50 viewers, which is super important. No, it is super important. You guys are my champions. So, your RAM is burning right now with this desktop. Maybe. He brought up some good points. No, he did, yeah. Hey, let's talk talking about MO YouTubers. Dolphin emulator? Yeah, because I wanted to play what's it called? The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. There was a lot of stuff. A lot of agreement, some disagreement, and some agreement. I think I appreciate you for all your honest opinions. Yeah, I think the thing that we kind of came to an agreement to is that just make sure it doesn't come across as talking shit. Maybe be a little bit more... I mean, it's kind of hard because my whole thing is like very live, very raw, but I should maybe have some bullet points beside me. I should maybe, be a little bit more professional without sounding like those other YouTubers. So I guess that's the middle ground there. I don't get why you have to try to be nice or really say what you just feel. That's true. Guys, my desktop is so disorganized because I just do so many videos. As you can see, I got like these thumbnail images that I download a lot of images for editing, and I keep them on the desktop so I can delete them very quickly. So I'm doing a top 10 sexiest paladins video. That's pretty good. Need to get caught up on that Final Fantasy 14 before expansion. I do. Yeah. I don't think he's trying to say be nicer and lie. It's just be more professionally critical. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah. There's actually 53 people. A lot of people are watching on Twitch right now. Hey, he say talk shit about the companies. I mean, that is true. That is true. If I'm gonna attack anybody first, at least, I mean, if I was, let's say I'm just the most evil YouTuber, it makes sense to really talk about the source of what really fucks everybody up, and that's gonna be these big non-named YouTubers. It's the companies. And even if I was just evil, still, I should focus that evil on them. So yeah, I mean, that's actually what the start of the stream was, guys. I don't know if you guys caught the start of the stream, but that's what it was. No face cam? No, Icy and Ashley has my face cam, actually. I don't know if she's going to be streaming. You should have folders for genres of games. A lot of these are temporary, like public test, Paladin's public test. I don't plan on having that for much longer. Master. A lot of, like, my desktop changes a lot. Like I just downloaded the RuneScape launcher. Might not keep that. So a lot of these, I need to keep them on the desktop so I'm reminded that they're there and to delete them. So that's what it is. Dude, sorry, you're honestly the first YouTuber to read my comment live. Well, that's the whole gimmick. That's the whole shtick here at this channel, dude. It's a community thing. Half the folders are my hentai folders. Oh my goodness, dude. Somebody. And then my desktop has like 3 things on it. Well, Icy and Ashley, I'm kind of awesome. I do a whole lot of content. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a little bit different to you, Icy and Ashley. Much love, Ashley. Sky, why do you believe someone is honest if they shit on a game, but they say they're being dishonest if they enjoy a game? No, it's actually, that's why I brought up the Cry thing. Were you there, Bob, when I did that? Because Cry took an objective fault with the game, but then made jokes around it. And maybe that could be just a taste thing, but to me, I found that personally distasteful. So that's all I wanted to bring up about it. So you can just be positive. And I even mentioned with Fever, and also on my channel, you can see there's some videos where I'm just overwhelmingly positive. Some videos. But I'm making sure to really not call those first impressions. I'm really trying to make sure that those aren't really reviews and those are streams proper. You know, those are me just playing the game live and just streaming it. So it's a little bit different when somebody like Cry, you know, does what I mentioned. So that's all I mentioned. But maybe it would have been better if I didn't do this as a stream, or if I did it as a video, it maybe would sound too serious. I felt like as a stream we could have a conversation about it, and I could maybe more easily backtrack. So yeah, I mean, that's why we're doing this. It's not all fault of the companies. The YouTubers takes their money. I mean, that is true. By the companies, we're talking about, the websites. We're talking about places like Free MMO Station, MMO Attack, probably, most, you know, like MMORPG.com, you know, most places like that. Yeah. Dude. Anyways, we should play in Pascal because we're in creative on Twitch. So everyone likes a bit of hype. Everyone likes a little bit of conflict. Just balance between the two. You're probably right. You're probably right, Luke. That's probably what we're going to have to do, dude. Steam's on the taskbar. Bing. Also, guys, if you want to know what I do for editing, Audition, Adobe Audition, Photoshop for the thumbnail, and Premiere. Also, there's, I got a whole creative suite, so hell yeah. Yeah, he exposed the bad translation, but also was able to make a joke to entertain viewers, which is true, Bob. I mean, you could spin it that way. Maybe, possibly. And maybe I should learn from that, you know? That's why I decided to do this live and, kind of talk it out, you know? But I do want to mention that personally, I want to take it a little bit more serious, a little bit less jokes when I'm doing a review. So that's just the direction that we're going in. We're going in a more like a brutal, honest direction, but if we are going to be brutally honest, our weapons need to be just complete, cold, hard facts. However, there's going to be a lot of shady stuff that I won't be able to completely confirm, but I should get as close as possible, and I will reveal that. You know, I will reveal everything to you guys. Because you guys support me, you know, the streams and this whole thing is, and the communities. We play online games, you know, so the community means a fuck ton. It means a lot to these games. Your voice is nut-tastic. Is it okay if I use that word? Oh, bruh, dude. Oh, man, it's nut-tastic, dad. I'm going to use that. You should always get a partnership with Nutaku. See, this is the thing. I could, actually, because I have played Nutaku games, and I have just, even though I think a lot of them are objectively bad, I think they're copycat games, sometimes they're fun, you know? Sometimes you can have fun with those kind of games. Maybe I could. But at the same time, I feel like as a whole, you know, I'm going to do a little bit more edgier content. Maybe that means, you know, reviewing hentai games. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe it does. And sometimes maybe it means reviewing Free MMO Station, stuff like that. I'm going to say Free MMO Station for a little bit because I did just quit there. So I don't want it to feel like I'm, you know, like I hate them or something. It actually ended on, I guess, okay terms, you know? It was, yeah, so, yeah. Hey, thanks, Daniel. I'm going to use that. Fantastic, Dad! Use it in a review, please. Just like a super educated review, but at the end, I give this about 9 out of 10. So I'm going to say a little bit above fantastic, and I'm going to qualify it as nut-tastic. Yes, quite adequately. Yes, please. Yeah, we have fun here. Okay, guys, I think I spent a lot of time just talking. Why I quit BuzzFeed? Exactly, dude. Exactly, Luke Higgins. That's what I'm talking about. Why I quit BuzzFeed. So, yeah. Yeah. And some hentai. Actually, if you join our Discord, we do have a hentai section for you, my friend. We do. And I literally have reviewed hentai games, guys. Did you not know that? Did you guys not know I reviewed hentai games? I have actually done that before. You guys probably missed it because it might have been in an editorial where I talk about hentai games. Yeah, no, I have a video where I literally show porn. I actually show porn on YouTube. So yeah, man. Hey, Fudge, how did the fever thing go? You missed a pretty good conversation. Did anybody want to fill Fudge in, guys? I'm done for the night. All right, dude. See you, Cold Flow. Thanks for tuning in, dude. No, yeah, I've done that. Do you guys want to see a link to that? Do you guys want a link to that? I'm not going to show you on Twitch because Twitch has extra special rules. But I'll go ahead and show you, my friends. Because what we do here is what nobody else would dare to do. We go where no one else dares to go. Further, farther, faster, harder, more nut-tasticer. Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to find it. Okay. It's basically, could lewd games be good games? Is the video where I literally kind of show a porn scene. I show a porn scene near the end of this. Literally right here, guys. Do you see this little thumbnail? Do you see this? Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this? You guys can see this. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? Okay. Anyways, you're going to want to watch this video. Could lewd games be good games? And this is where I talk about, hey, should I review porn games? And so there it is. So yes, guys, my whole channel is about doing what nobody else is brave enough to do. But the thing, I guess, Fever brought up is that just because somebody, and I have said this before, but just because somebody doesn't dare to do that doesn't mean that it's really a bad thing. And I've said that over and again, you know, it's not bad to just hype. It's not bad to be positive. You know, it's not bad to take things lightly. It's not a bad thing. So I want to get that across, guys. I don't want to hate any of these channels. However, personally, this thing that we're doing here is going in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? We are going in a different direction. I hope you guys are on board because fucking these horizons, oh man, dude, they're wide. We can go so many places, dude. Dragons be here, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, guys, you must review it, all of it. So yeah, if you guys want to go see that, you can. Tomorrow, guys, actually, I have my first impressions of Darkfall. I have my first impressions of that, which pretty much almost nobody else is going to really cover. So yes, we're going to be playing Darkfall. We are going to be playing probably some porn games. Who knows? But yeah, what is that super, Skylent? I know I did ask before. I probably missed it. I'm sorry. Any low spec free to play MMORPG? Neverwinter is playing on PS4, so it should be pretty good. The thing with Neverwinter is that it doesn't matter if its population is low because it's a dungeon diver. It's not really an open world MMO, so you should be fine, dude. Don't worry. Go have fun. Go have fun. That's it, man. What do you want? Nudes! Okay, anyways, thanks for the subscription, guys. What we really need is a Honey Pop MMO. Actually, Dirk, there are some, I don't know if it's Patreon or Kickstarter, but there are, I don't want to give away too much because I got a whole top 10 coming up, dude. Are you guys excited for that? Because I still do hype videos, dude. I got a hype video on what I'm going to call social servers, okay? You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying, though. Like, wink, wink. You know what I mean by social servers, okay? These are games that are meant mainly as forums and as 3D... You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's what it's going to be like. Skylent, have you ever heard of a game called Haven and Hearth? I've heard that brought up a lot, so I should probably check that out, huh? I will add you guys on Steam if you want me to. Open world PvP MMORPG is not a terrible game. In fact, it's kind of hardcore and survivalist. Haven and Hearth. I have heard of it, so I probably will get into it. Yeah, guys. So if you guys have any questions for me, it could be about, you know, the conversation we had with Fever. It could be about what I said before that, about, you know, big companies. It can be about me as a reviewer. It could be just, you know, any question you have for me. If you just want to find new games or see if I've played it, you know, go ahead and leave it in the stream. Okay. But we're going to be ending the stream here pretty soon because I am kind of winded and I do got to get some footage for that first impressions tomorrow. Darkfall first impressions. It's going to be live at noon. And guys, make sure you wake up or whatever. Oh, noon EST, by the way. And we stream every single day. So that's what we're going to do. One video a day and one stream every day. And you guys support it through the Patreon and through the donations, which have been amazing. So thank you very much. Why am I so handsome? I've actually gained a lot of weight because I've been really hardcore grinding YouTube, and I made it very vocal actually on my stream. And I don't know, sometimes we've been doing more breaks, and I actually want to incorporate fitness into the channel somehow. I got a series called The Gamification of the Gym, and I'm going to talk about gaming fitness. I got a video talking about chairs, and I got a lot of stuff coming up that's very completely positive, but also hard-hitting, you know, very real shit that kind of extends gaming from virtual reality into real life. So I hope you're staying tuned for that. Yeah, dude, somebody fill Fudge in on what happened with Fever, guys. Somebody fill him in, please, and thank you. Daniel, my Steam is Skylent Shore, no space. Gaming fitness? How? That's the thing, dude. That's the question, isn't it? I guess you're not handsome. No, I'm not. That's why I hide behind an avatar. Are you grinding YouTube? Well, I mean, I'm working really hard, you know, because I could just do a video a day, but I choose to stream. So, you know, that's just what we do. Do you even intend on covering creative private servers? Yes, I do. Toontown Rewritten sounds exciting. There's a Warhammer one I think I want to do first, and maybe a WoW one. But I was about to jump on Nostalrius, but then all that shit happened in Elysium, and maybe. But yes, private servers are a thing I want to do. But generally, it's going to be private servers for games that have been shut down already. But I think private servers is actually a pretty cool idea. Yes. Again, something that most MMO YouTubers or just YouTubers period really don't do. If I could just, swing my dick around like that. If that's fine. If that's something that we can do. Absolutely. So is nobody going to fill him in on the fever thing? Is nobody going to fill this poor guy on the fever thing? Lineage 2? Damn, dude. Lineage 2, I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know. I'm going to save that for a long time. I don't know. We might not ever get to it. Probably not. Probably not, dude. Are we still on? Okay, I need to put this on the pause screen because, oh no, we're just staring at an ad. Oh boy. Swing your... Oh my god. Oh goodness. Oh baby. Somebody. No one knows, LOL. It's all good. Nah, dude, it's okay. I'll just kind of recap the stream before we end, guys. Okay. So at the start of the stream, we talked about what I did previously and some shady shit. I dropped some bombs, some videos that I did not actually being uploaded because I talk shit about games, some shady shit with advertisers and marketing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. You should have been there for it. But basically, big companies, big name things like MMORPG and Free MMO Station. There's a lot of shady shit that goes behind them and marketing agencies, stuff like that. It's basically not good. But then I started talking about specific named YouTubers such as Cry, Fever. I didn't really mention Lazy Peon, but I talked about some really cool people that I like. What was his name? Chaos D1, I think is his technical YouTube name. He does full reviews, but then I talked about how Cry and Fever are known as full reviewers, but they actually haven't done full reviews in a very long time, but they still have that title, and yet they don't really critically look at games. So I was using them as an example of things that I used to do when I was gaming the algorithm and when I was just pandering for views. There's nothing wrong with what they do, and I guess Fever said that he just does it for fun. He's done multiple videos actually saying that he just kind of does it for fun. So there is that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just wanted to use it as an example that that's not what I will be doing because I'm taking it very, very seriously and personally. As a community. But Fever got in and he thought I was like just straight up smack talking him, which in a way I was. So we had a little 1-to-1. It got a little bit passionate, but I don't think there was really much cursing at each other, and it really more came to an agreement that he's actually kind of a fan. I guess he watches a shit ton of my stuff, which is awesome. He's been watching me for a while. And that it should really be that I should be more solid with my arguments, and they should sound more like arguments and not really just like smack talking. And it's really more of my tonality, which is true. But at the same time, I am a live person. I do live stuff, and I just talk, and that's like my gimmick. That's my thing. Because if I read a script, I sound like shit because it's a skill. But whatever. So hats off to you, Fever. So that you got that. But basically, it's what it came to is he's like, let's not shit talk people because he admitted that all of the MMO people are all friends. Hive Leader is actually being sponsored or being shown on Lazy Peon's videos, and they've all been working together, and that's cool and everything. That's a little bit behind the scenes kind of stuff. And I personally I boxed myself up. That was his words. I boxed myself up, and I pushed myself a part of the community, but that's also at the same time kind of on purpose because I want to do stuff that nobody else will do. And even if it means no collaborations, even if it means that really people don't talk to me, even if it means that to an extent some people hate me, I really feel that this direction is the way to go. However, what I do agree with Fever is that maybe I should kind of care a little bit more what my peers, the whole hate thing, maybe I should try to make them not hate me. You know what I'm saying, guys? So give and take. If we need to do an equal amount of hype as we do negativity, which probably means I'm going to have to work really hard. It's going to be really hard to maintain the community, the direction of the channel, but I think we can do it, We could be hype about hentai, and then we can shit talk stuff that really needs to be shit talked. Which might be, some bigger sites, which obviously I really want to, such as Free MMO Station. But I'm going to save that for later because I worked for them, obviously. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I think I wrapped that up, basically. Is maybe I should be not so rude Watch my words, basically. Watch your mouth, kid. Watch your mouth. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. But then again, you guys have to remember, I am a live personality. I am live. Even in my videos, I generally don't script because I try to act like I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I should just be a little bit more careful, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna get better at this. Okay, I'm gonna get better at this, but I really do not like clickbait people. I don't, that obviously clickbait. I do not like wholly, negative people. Let's say in the anime industry, double for anime. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? I don't want to be double for anime. I'd rather be, okay, let's say Fever is a Sawyer, 7 mage or image or whatever the fuck his name is spelled as. And then let's say, there are people like double for anime. I want to be more like For Neverworld, who kind of straddles that in between, like he jumps on shit fast and furious. He gives his opinion. There's some controversy with him sometimes, or maybe more like DigiBro. DigiBro, like fucking really analytical, like it takes anime really fucking seriously. That's actually more probably what I'm like. Actually, is more like DigiBro, if that makes sense. Do you know what I'm talking about, DigiBro? At least in the anime genre. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but anyways. So that's what I want to be, okay? There's going to be drama on the channel. There's going to be drama. There's going to be conspiracies, probably. There's going to be some hard-hitting shit. But at the same time, there's going to be hype where you didn't even know people had hype for. You probably didn't even know that there were some good and fun-ass porn games and really fun hentai and really cool shit like that, okay? We're going to go there, okay? We're going to go explore indie games. We're going to go play party games that nobody fucking covers for some reason. And we're going to do it because we're not view pandering because we want to, okay? So we're going to explore all the nooks and niches, just like it says in my About Me, whether that's good or bad, the dark spots, the highlights. We're going to go all through there, okay? And if you stick with me, we're going to try to make the process a little bit more gentle, okay? I will agree with Fever. I need to be a little bit more gentle. Maybe. We'll see. Okay? So anyways, that's it. That's the stream, guys. It was a blast. We actually had good viewership here. It was fun. I think it was pretty cool. And, yeah, man. You're just a hyper personality. There's nothing wrong with that. As there's an off key on YouTube. All right, I think you're right. Okay, so cool. I think we're cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Join my hentai channel. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, dude. It's a little bit later. I'm going to go work out. Okay, I'm going to probably go for a quick little walk around. Got to get some fresh air. But today was actually really, really fun. I don't know if you caught the stream earlier, but we actually did some really exciting shit with the whole party mode coming up with the stream. Maybe you ask somebody in the Discord what the hell that is. Maybe I'll respond to the Discord in text. But yeah, dude, I'm super excited for that. Anyways, guys, I'm excited for the future. I really am. No speed bumps. None. I know maybe today seemed like a speed bump, but actually it's more like we just got the red mushroom. We're about to speed boost. Hype. So, yeah, guys. Good night, friends and family. Thanks for watching. Much love. And I hope you guys have fun. I'll see you in the next one.